the Peace Tower, Parliament Hill. It's going to be anything but peaceful this week here in Ottawa with the Tim Hortons Brier. Welcome to our nation's capital, where we are about to witness something very special in the world of curling. A two-time champion. The 2013 champion and 14 Olympic gold medal winner. A four-time champion. And the defending champions. And they've all gathered here in Ottawa, part of an extraordinary class of men, all aiming for just one thing. Many believe these are the most talented, accomplished group of curlers to ever assemble for a national championship. So let the battle begin. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is next. This is the 87th edition of the Canadian Men's Curling Championship and the fourth time that it's being held here in Ottawa. There you see the 15 teams who are here at TD Place, all competing for what they hope will be as they look up to see their name on the championship banner. As on this Saturday we say hello Canada, welcome to Ottawa on opening day coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier. You saw all the 15 teams gathered here, but only 11 have been guaranteed spots in the field of 12. We once again had the pre-qualifying tournament, and after their mini round robin, it's come down now to a game between the Territories and Nova Scotia. It will be the Battle of the Jamies, Cooey against Murphy Yellowknife against Halifax. Once again, you'll have your opportunity to watch multiple game coverage. If you'd like to see Newfoundland Labrador, Bragushu against Mike McEwen, first time here, the Brier, TSN 1 and 3. Or join Brian and David Nedowin on TSN4 for Ontario and Alberta. It's going to be a wonderful week here in Ottawa.
It is day one, draw one of our Brier coverage on TSN, and what a matchup. Ontario, Alberta, between the skips, 6 Brier titles and so much experience at this big event. We are so glad you're watching our coverage on TSN. Come inside TD Place. Brian Mutrick joined by 4-time Brier champion Dave Nedowin. And Dave, it all began for you back here in 2001. Pretty special memories for you in this building.
There is. We were a rookie team coming into this event. We weren't expected to do that well, but we were the Cinderella story and pulled it off for our first Brier win. It was an amazing experience in an amazing building with fantastic fans.
A lot of chatter about this being maybe the best field ever. I think we're just going to say it. It is the best field ever. We're going to go right across the country and take a look at the competition. Pat Simmons, Team Canada, you know his story from Calgary. Jim Cotter made a final just a couple years ago. Kevin Cooey, former champion, and Steve Laycock, bronze last year. But Simmons really flying under the radar.
Well, they are. They didn't play as much as everybody else did this year, but to me, they're still the Canadian champions, and they're the ones that you need to knock off the throne.
So you said it back in 2001. You were a rookie. You came here to Ottawa and you won a Brier championship, your first of 4. Now all eyes on another rookie, this time out of Manitoba, Mike McEwen. He comes in with so much experience, but it's his first ever Brier appearance. And look at these names: Jacobs, Howard, Jean-Michel Menard, former winners, yet Mike McEwen might overshadow these guys.
Well, the experience in those 3 skips that you just mentioned with their Brier titles, world titles, Olympic gold medalists is amazing. And yet we're focused on Mike McEwen. All eyes on him to see how he's going to perform under these lights.
Bragushu making his 13th Brier appearance. He might be the hottest player on the planet. He just won the Fort Hot Shots, but there's one thing still remaining on his resume. He's got that Olympic gold, but he'd love to win his first ever Brier championship.
Absolutely. This team has worked so hard this year, and they're the #1 ranked team in the world for a reason. I'm looking at Bragushu to have a terrific week.
What a field, what an opening matchup. Great to see the old guy back, Glenn Howard. In his 16th Brier appearance, he's got son Scott on board this time, taking on one of the favorites. First rock, next, from Ottawa.
I literally can't pick a team and said, you know, we should win that game, because we have no right, because they're as good or better than us. So now it's a matter of patience, to just stay focused, just keep trying to put wins under your belt.
You know, it's always fun to play Glenn. We seem to have a lot of close games, and you know, all of us on our team have played lots of big games against him and with him, and it'll be definitely a good way to start, good test for us, and a good way to kind of get us right into the thick of the event.
It never gets old. I've been blessed with being here a few times, and I've cherished every one, because you don't ever think you're going to get back, and I can't wait to get started.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Scotties Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere, proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
We are so excited to get started here in Ottawa. Over on Sheet A, it's Gushu versus McEwen. That one's on TSN 1 and 3. The pre-competition final, it is the Territories taking on Nova Scotia. We'll keep you up to date on Sheet B this morning. Team Canada taking on the former champion Jean-Michel Menard. And our feature matchup, Ontario taking on Alberta. Two great teams, two great veterans. Time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Glenn Howard, skip of Team Ontario. Our lead is Scott Howard, our second is Adam Spencer, our third is Richard Hart, and we play out of the St. George's Golf and Curling Club in Toronto.
Hi, I'm Kevin Cooey, skip of Team Alberta. Our lead is Ben Hebert, second Brent Lang, third Mark Kennedy, and we curl out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary, Alberta.
Between those guys, 6 Brier championships. It'll be Ontario, the Redstones, Alberta, the Yellowstones, and Kevin Cooey winning the draw to the button, so he has hammer. And we're going to get this 87th edition of the Brier underway here in Ottawa. Lead stones coming from Scott Howard.
Room. Should be real good, boys. Room, if anything. Room. Room.
I think it's good. I think it's there and it's on there. You're right.
If you can.
Can't really.
Good. Oh, like over. Control weight, guys.
So possibly a few nerves out there, Brian. Putting the rock in, and second shot, the open hit, trying to figure out the ice a little bit.
Gotta go off.
Ben Hebert lead stones for Team Alberta.
Whoa!
Mark.
And that an indication how lively the house and those stones are, Dave, early on.
Yeah, it's true. I think for a lot of curlers who don't get a chance to play in arenas, there is a big difference in the way the stones react in the houses here compared to your typical club. So they're just a little more lively on this ice. There's no question.
Air tighter. So it should be okay, boys. You got lots of line. He's not curling at all.
I think we're good. Just clean.
Dave, when you first saw this field and you looked across the entire country and all the talents, what were your thoughts? Best field ever?
Yeah, you kind of sit there on that provincial finals day and you watch, the teams that are coming through, and it was sort of one by one by one. You were just seeing the best teams from every province make it to the Brier, and as a fan and a spectator, it's so great to see that happen, to see a field assembled like this, where it's just really the top teams in the country all together.
I don't know what to do. What am I doing out here? You're shooting.
Jump behind you and pull wide.
So a pretty exciting moment here for Team Ontario second Adam Spencer, as Adam settles in the hack, his first ever Brier appearance, and he was called upon big time. Wayne Madaw, who's here in a coaching role, was a part of this team playing for Glenn Howard and had a really bad skiing accident, ended up breaking his leg, so In comes Adam Spencer, gets the call, fills in nicely on this team.
What's that?
And there's a look at Wayne, and you could just sense, we had a chat with him too, Dave, just before the competition began, and obviously, you know, frustrated, a bit sad he's not on the ice competing. And it was Glenn joking, the day he went skiing, he actually didn't go snowboarding, he went skiing so he wouldn't get hurt. And sure enough, the inevitable happens and he does get hurt. But really, he calls Wayne one of the best strategy guys in the game. And a lovely story to have Adam come on board, and here they are, his first ever Brier appearance.
Yeah, there's a lot of great stories on this team, from obviously Glenn's son Scott playing lead, right to alternate Joey Hart, son of Richard, coming in and being part of this team. You know, obviously Wayne was really disappointed when, you know, he injured himself, wasn't able to play in this, but he's here supporting them in lots of ways. And Glenn commenting that Wayne's one of the best strategists in the world is actually, I mean, it's amazing for Glenn Howard to say that, who's himself, I think a lot of people would say, one of the most, or one of the greatest curlers to ever play the game. So a ton of experience, and it's going to do nothing but help him through the week.
Brett Lang, second stones for Team Alberta.
Hard. Good shot.
And Lang no stranger to these Ontario colors, as he had great success with Glenn Howard and then made the switch, joining Kevin Cooey. And really now doing a lot of sweeping this year as well. It's Brent and Ben doing the sweeping. You'll see Mark Kennedy in the house, and he works well with Kevin Cooey. And they really talked about that, Dave, and you can speak to this. You'd argue that, why would you separate Ben and Mark, arguably the two best sweepers that we've seen in a number of years of their communication, yet the importance of that relationship with your skip in the house also important.
Yeah, last year was the first year together for this team, and it was a learning process for them. You have four of the best curlers in the world that were put together to make, I think, what a lot of people consider the dream team. And they had, I think, a mediocre season. I think it was probably what they expected. There was going to be some growing pains with that, and they were okay with that. It was all about a 4-year process leading up to the Olympic trials. They made a change where Brent was in the house, calling the ice for Kevin and calling the line, and I think they just felt that having Mark move back into the house and be a part of that back end and officially have him take that role on his third, as opposed to being a third that's still sweeping and making it more complicated, would work better. And I think their success shows this year that it was a good move.
Is that in? I think it is.
He's been here many times. Number 16. What do you want to see from Ontario in this opener, Dave?
Well, we had a great chance to talk to Glenn yesterday, and he talked about how much fun they're having on this team right now, with their sons being involved. You know, he didn't know if he'd ever get back to a Brier again, and they just love being out there. And if they are enjoying it and having fun, I mean, Glenn can make everything, and they're going to beat some really good teams this week.
It's pretty hard.
Sorry, normal.
Yeah. Okay.
They call him the surgeon, lefty.
Less than Spence.
Richard Hart, third stones for Team Ontario.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Yep, Scott. Yes. Gotta go. Hard. Okay.
And now not sure if that yellow is counting. I think it is.
That's good. Hard not to leave a double. We'll have an easy double, but no, you can make this roll.
This guy, one of the favorites coming in. David, and rightfully so.
Take it here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think for this team, as I pointed out, they had a process in place to continue to get better and better, and this year they've had a tremendous season. So they just need to trust their process, believe that what they've done, how they've worked hard, is going to pay off, and stay patient. Don't get frustrated. And, you know, personally, I think there's a guy on this team with a ton of experience in this building and success, too. Their fifth player, Scott Pfeiffer. Maybe they want to find a way to get him into the game.
Nice plug from the former skipper / fourth stone thrower. Keys to the game brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And a little mistake there from Team Alberta, opening the door.
Out turn. It's one I know.
Back towards Team Ontario here to get out of some trouble.
Yeah, what a great freeze by Mark on his first shot. Certainly a chance to put some pressure on. But like you said, rolls out, and I think we're going to see a bit of that to begin with until they figure out the weight to throw on those takeouts.
I think you were bad, but just a little in out, and then it just goes back.
He is truly one of the nice guys in the game. Great to see Glenn Howard back representing Team Ontario. It is incredible that he has played in 11 Brier finals, won 4 of them. And what can you learn from those Brier losses, David? I know you had a tough one back in Saskatoon when you played.
Yeah, you can take as much out of loss as you can from a win. I mean, I'm sure Glenn would like to add to his wins column a little bit more than his losses right now. But it's about being in those games, and if you put yourself in enough games, in enough finals, you're going to win some. And I mean, he's lost a number of them as well, but he's obviously one of the best curlers, most decorated curlers to ever play the game.
And so much respect that Glenn Howard has from his fellow competitors. Pretty incredible in his 50s now and still competing at a high level, as we see the first stone here from Alberta skip Kevin Cooey on the nose.
Normal here.
I think part of it for Glenn, the part that probably gets overshadowed, is his delivery is as solid as it's ever been. And at 53 years old, there's a lot of pressure and a lot of strain that goes on the body with that many years of throwing rocks, and he just continues to throw them as well as he ever have.
Whoa, whoa.
It's not big.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa, Adam.
It's okay, it's good. Whoa.
Clean. Whoa, whoa, right off. Right off. Get it buried. This way?
I can't go into the side of that and be in at all, right? Sliver less.
You can see how straight it's running with the ice they're taking to blank the shot.
So after trading some hits, back and forth here in one final stone. Kevin Cooey, Team Alberta, looking for the blank. Roll it over. Oh boy.
That's a single.
It will be one. That's what Kevin Cooey was worried about. So an early mistake and one on the board here in Ottawa. Welcome back to our Brier coverage. Day 1, draw 1 here in Ottawa. And in that first end, Dave, Kevin Cooey would like this one back.
Well, he would. I think that there wasn't enough discussion, obviously, on whether they could stick on this. And when they first brought it up, I thought it was entirely possible, which clearly wasn't. Surprised them.
So you see the double kiss, but regardless of that stone hitting the foam and coming back as Benny Hebert kind of tapped it, it was going to be a single regardless. So the double kiss didn't matter. It was going to be one. It is one. So a 1-0 advantage here in our feature matchup. Alberta taking on Ontario. And interesting, last year in Calgary, Dave, Kevin Cooey, they were 6-5, missed the playoffs, and in that Brier, they had last stone just twice during that week. Obviously, hammer is so crucial, and kind of a wasted opportunity here.
It is, yeah, a bit of a mistake there. I mean, and that kind of goes back to my game plan for Cooey, is they need to just stay patient and believe in the process. So a little bit of a mistake in the first end, but I mean, taking a single point is never that bad of a situation.
Not much more.
Yeah, no, just a pound more. It's tight.
Yep. Rich. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Yep, Rich. Yep. Hard, Rich. Hard, Rich. Got a beauty. Got a beauty. You go. You gotta go. You gotta bounce it though. You gotta bounce it hard. Come on. Go, crush her afterward. Go.
Good shot.
Okay, that worked.
Shot.
Yeah. Need more ice.
We've seen Scott here as an alternate for his father before, but Glenn really spoke to how excited he is now to share this moment with his son Scott. And when he talked about bringing an alternate on board as well, he had a long discussion with Richard Hart, who just was pounding that rock, getting some brushing in, and said, what an opportunity to have both of our sons at this event. You don't know how many more years we have. Will we ever get back here again? And to your point off the top, I really think winning is obviously important. I know they're competitive, but this is going to be a real special week here in Ottawa and a family affair for this Ontario team.
Well, it is, and I do think that it's more than just being a family affair. I think that bringing their sons on the team, if nothing else, provides a lot of motivation for them to do everything right they can to certainly play their best and enjoy it. So I think it's actually good for them. It was a great decision to bring them on and be part of this team.
Forward waiter.
Spin's good. Whoa.
That's,
Is that the right ice?
I don't think.
No, is it? Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
A live look now over on sheet A, Newfoundland Labrador taking on Team Manitoba. And right now it appears that Brad Gushue is lying the 2. Final stone, though, still to come from Mike McEwen. This one live, by the way, on TSN 1 and 3 if you want to tune in there. Dave, it looks like he's playing a tap back on that yellow to try pick up 2 possibly. Is there a 3 in play there?
Well, I think they're probably throwing about a hack weight, backline weight, just trying to chip that one over for a single point. I'm not sure that they can hit enough of it to score more than 1. Pretty difficult shot for your first end of your first Brier.
A lot of rocks in play. Little tap, move it in. Lovely touch from Mike McEwen, and the crowd approves here at TD Place. 1 on the board for Manitoba and a 1-0 lead over Brad Gushue.
Well, maybe we've got an indication of what we're going to see from Mike McEwen this week. What a great shot.
That's good. That should be all there.
Back 4, heavy.
Don't make it too bad, baby.
Line only.
Lots of room.
Heavy, heavy.
Hey, Brent.
And this one from Brent Lang slides a little too far. Back 12.
Add much from this first one. Oh, yeah, tons. Oh, we didn't need to. Oh, yeah,
Sorry, boys.
It's all right. Okay, Brent.
We miss and then we come around. Yeah.
Keeping you up to date this morning, a blank between Nova Scotia and the Territories. That one, the final of the pre-competition. The winner will advance to the main draw. And Team Canada Quebec also blanking the first end. Pat Simmons will keep the hammer there in 2.
Back 4. A lot of room. Backy.
So with the first end under their belt and some of the nerves gone as we expected, some corner guards and some aggressive play by the Howard team to try and get their 2.
We're on this one. We're fine on this one. Do you want to freeze?
Yep. Oh, it's there.
A little bit, Scott. A little bit.
Can't
Scott.
go.
Scott.
Line.
Scott.
Gotta go line.
Tapping. Okay, it's okay.
Keep going.
Okay, Adam.
Adam Spencer comes back to that Yellowstone. So Adam, in his Brier debut, it's a packed house here at TD Place.
Okay.
Dave, what were the emotions that you had back in 2001, your first Brier game?
Yeah, definitely some adrenaline. You know, it's one of those things you need to sit in the hack and just sort of take a deep breath, calm yourself down, try and lower the heart rate a bit on those shots. It's obviously a fast spot there. Brent Lang went to the back of the house, and then Adam Spencer followed him right down there as well. So a little bit quicker than the guys are thinking.
Line's close, though. Weight's good. Right to it. Hey. Gotta go to get it there a little bit.
You look at this field, too.
It's there.
Adam Spencer's going to be in tough. You look over and you're throwing stones against Brent Lang, not only one of the best players and best seconds out there, a guy who's played with Glenn for many years, has won Brier titles, and has played in over 100 Brier games. So you gotta start somewhere though and get that experience.
Well, you do, and I also guarantee that even for Richard Hart and Glenn Howard and Brent Lang, there's a lot of nerves too. You come into that first game and there's definitely some butterflies. It's always nice to get the first end under your belt.
Richard Hart making his 8th Brier appearance.
Yep, rope. Line's good. Yep, rope. Line's good.
Gotta go wait.
There you go, then. Line's good. Real good. Rope. Line's good.
Kind of a cool story. The guys you see sweeping there, Adam and Scott, they
Gotta go. Come on, Adam.
share the same birthday, July 11th.
Go.
And they're getting their work in here.
Gotta go, Scotty. You gotta go, Scotty.
Go.
Touch that.
Just nubbed it a hair.
Yeah.
That's pretty close.
Okay, good sweep.
Yeah, very nice shot by Richard. He didn't want to come deep again and sit on the back forefoot, allowing Cooey to freeze onto the button there.
No, that's top 12.
And you watch his back foot there. Scott Howard, just a little bump, and that's just the sportsmanship part of the game there, Dave.
It is. I mean, everybody wants to put the rocks back where they were. Certainly nobody's going to try and take advantage of that situation. Really difficult situation for Cooey now.
What? That's
Even
the
though
shot,
that
I
red
think.
rock isn't shot, it's really the danger stone, and it's difficult to make a play at properly.
Top 12 or short?
No, you're just biting 8 foot.
Okay, so the freeze. Okay,
Freeze.
at the most.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Hair short's okay. Good line.
Really no.
Wait only, Benny.
I think we're there. Got room. I thought I was a little light.
Weight's good.
Okay.
Right to it. All the way there.
Don't want to be heavy.
We're right to it.
It's got to curl.
Oh, weight's good.
Brent's in.
Weight's good.
Can't sweep it.
Brent's in.
Can't sweep it. It's top 4.
Okay, Mark.
Well, once again, the player's getting fooled by the speed of the ice.
Just a light kick. I thought it was.
Kui wanted that top 12 or even a little bit shorter, coming right up and bumping, and having it bounce off
Okay.
is really the troublesome part for Kui.
Alberta's still shot stone, David.
They are, and nobody's really concerned about that yet. It's really controlling the front 12 foot and 8 foot that's sort of the goal at this point.
Might be heavy.
Close, though, Scott. Whoa. Close, Scott.
Pound heavy.
Whoa. Whoa.
Scott's going to try and line it up right on top. Going, okay.
It's just if I leave it open.
Like if you leave it here, you mean makes the double ugly.
I can hammer that, but that.
As promised, we will keep you up to date all afternoon long here in Ottawa. This is the pre-qualifier final. Northwest Territories taking on Nova Scotia. And final stone to come here from Jamie Kui out of the Yellowknife Curling Center. And we've seen him many times before. His final stone. And this has got to feel pretty good after a blank in the first, an open draw for 2, David.
Yeah, for sure. Always nice to get on the board when you have the hammer to get your 2 points and control the game. Jamie won't miss many of those.
Lovely weight, so 2 on the board. Winner of this game will move on to the main Brier field. We will keep you up to date.
Okay, you could just hit the red then.
Yeah, well, the other guards.
The initial thought by Kevin was to come around on the out turn and try and get another one into the 4 foot. But it leaves Howard's team a pretty easy double tap on the reds to control this. So they're going to run the yellow one back and try and eliminate both the red stones.
Skip stones here in 2.
Come on, Brent. Come on, Brent.
First from Kevin Kui, trying to remove some of that red granite.
Like that.
And it is Ontario now, shot stone, top 4.
Try, Kev.
Yeah, a little bit of bad luck. He was extremely close to making that exactly how he wanted. Instead, just rubs the Ontario stone in for shot rock.
Bad luck.
Exactly what was going to happen, I mean.
We had a little bit of room.
Can I tap that? Is it better to tap that out? Probably doesn't matter. Well, it gives a little bit more room.
You don't like that draw.
Oh, but then he runs that in and then when we're toast.
Okay. So you want to tap it or freeze to it?
Let's freeze. Right there. That's a little tighter than you.
There?
It's tighter than you.
Ontario's going to come down just to move these ones a little bit and try and get a bit of separation on these, potentially opening up the yellow stone to score more than 2.
Little shaky line for your first illustration this afternoon, David, but there's a lot of week to come. We'll get
There's a lot of pressure on me in the first game too, right? I'm just like the curlers. Just needed to get that first illustration out of the way.
It's all uphill from here, or downhill, I guess, whichever way we want to look at it.
Back 12.
Whoa! Whoa!
He has made the most Brier appearances ever.
Whoa!
Back 12. Back
His
12.
brother and our buddy Russ still holds the record for appearances as a
Still back
skip, as
12.
Russ has 14, but what a career for Glenn Howard here for the 9th time as a skip. Needs this to curl up a little bit. Little tap. But it rolls too far.
Yeah, anything above T-line or top 4 foot weight, and it's just not curling as much as they thought.
Stay out there.
Still back 12.
Whoa. Ready to go? No,
Yeah, he bumps it on the nose.
Right? Probably he hits something in here. It's not good.
For 3. That one's out counting this one though.
No. What?
That one is out counting
I
this
know,
one, which is important.
Not if they come like this, right? Right, like if I'm there, he just hits it. He just hits it high.
For 2 though, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
This. I don't know what else you do. Or you hit this and give him 2, right?
He's 3/4 open.
I know.
You just hit this back one. It could be for 3.
Yeah, hard to get though. How do I get that out and get the shooter when I'm throwing?
Well, the one, make that into 2. Got to make it though.
Or else it's a nose,
Or he knows
for
it's
3.
for 3.
It's hard not to get into this one though, right?
True.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like even if I come into this and I don't see, it's still for 2.
Right.
I mean, if I play this draw mark, it's easier for 3.
I like this shot.
Okay.
While we discuss things, David, let's go right next door. Sheet C, Team Canada, your defending champions, led by Pat Simmons, taking on another former Brier champion in Jean-Michel Menard. Final stone here in 2. They blanked the first end in an opportunity.
Yeah, a good start for Team Canada. Blank the first end, like you said, and giving Pat Simmons an open draw for 2 to take control of this game early.
You're on this one, Whoa.
And very exciting Brier here for John Morris, who will come into your screen. He'll be calling line. In his hometown, competing in a Brier, he's very excited for that opportunity. And here he is, his team, Team Canada, up 2-0 after 2. Meantime, what's going on in our feature matchup, Dave?
Well, big weight in off, trying to get that red stone off the 4 foot.
Off their yellow, roll it across, move the red and not, little spin. Mark Kennedy on the brush.
Nice.
And it is Team Alberta line 2.
Attaboy, Koo. Great shot, bud.
Good man. Great shot.
And that's the weapon that Alberta has.
Good shot.
They took a long time looking exactly where they wanted to put that stone if they were drawing, and ultimately going back to the big weight and just eliminating the danger stone, the one that was shot in the 4 foot.
Yeah. Really nice.
And you heard that. If he missed it, it opened up that opportunity for a possible 3 for Ontario.
Yeah, it did. If he hit it too thick and just stayed in the 8 foot, Ontario could have gone to the back one and possibly bumped it through for 3.
Whoa. Wait, Ole.
I think with the strength of this field, those are the type of shots that we should expect this week.
Wait, Ole. No lines.
So much talent right across the sheets, right across the country. Final stone here from
Line's good.
Glenn Howard here in 2.
Right on the tee, guys.
Wants to find that Tim Hortons button for a single. As his son Scott and Adam Spencer guided in. 1 on the board for Team Ontario. It is fast. It is 1-1 after 2.
1, yeah.
44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2016 EcoBoost Ford Edge Sport in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number cut down to just 2. The final, Manitoba's Denny Neufeld against Newfoundland Labrador's Brad Gushue. And Gushue had a battle on his hands, but came up big when it counted most, including a big 5 on the hit and roll. The skip would come out on top. Brad Gushue wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2016 Ford Edge Sport.
Two of the best looking on in Ottawa. That is Nick Edin on the left, Oscar Eriksson on the right. And they are the defending world champions out of Sweden. Always great to see them. The men's worlds in Basel, Switzerland, beginning April 2nd. The winner of this, Tim Hortons Brier, will represent Canada proudly. And our feature matchup. Ontario, Alberta trading singles in a 1-1 affair. It is Kevin Cooey with hammer here in 3. And the first time I saw Nikodin play it live, David, was at that Olympics in Vancouver, and he could play those run backs like unbelievable. He would see them, he would play them. He was on fire that week.
Yeah, he's got a great talent for that big weight, but where his game's really improved too is the soft weight. And I played Nick a lot of times, and he was amazing 10 years ago, and that team just keeps getting better and better. The strength of the men's world is getting more and more difficult every year.
Call, Kev.
Just a hair high.
David, you had the opportunity to represent Canada, win 3 world championships for your country. What is it like putting on that maple leaf?
Well, there's one thing that tops everything, and that's putting the maple leaf on. And every curler here knows that. It's what you dream of growing up as a kid. You sit there in your curling club throwing rocks and imagine winning the Brier and being able to wear the maple leaf. And it's an amazing honor. It's something that, like I said, every athlete, I think, dreams of eventually representing their country at an international competition. So it's a lot of players here have already done that, and there's no lack of motivation to get back and do it again.
Tried to roll it buried.
We talk about this field, David, and how good it is. When I was doing just some research on the field and the talent we have here. In Ottawa, 16 players have won a Brier title. 9 of them have won a world championship. 9 of them have won an Olympic gold medal, and you can count 10 of them if you count that guy in our other broadcast booth and Russ Howard. It is an incredible ensemble of curlers.
Whoa! Whoa! Penny! Penny! Get out of there!
Good shot, Brent. Good shot, Brent.
Yeah. And to speak to that, at least one player from every winning team since 2005 is in this year's field. That's also a great shot of TD Place and the fans and a packed building here in our opening afternoon, all showing up to watch some of the best, not only in Canada, but in the world.
Yeah, starting 2005 with our team. Scott Pfeiffer down there is the 5th for Team Alberta now.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Weight's good. Easy, easy. Just forward. Rich. Down. Rich. Yeah, you're going to have to go on this one, Richie. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
So you see Richard Hart there
it's real close.
sweeping to hold the line as this rock spins over. Back in the day, you bring up Scott Pfeiffer. Well, you guys had Huff and Puff, arguably the best 2 sweepers, David, going during your run. You see now this is really the first year of the new sweeping technique and the changes. What have you noticed, and what's been your philosophy with it, David?
Well, I think we're seeing 2 things happen at once, is that the rules on the technique of sweeping have changed a little bit, as has the materials that they're sweeping with. And so for those who aren't familiar with this and watching it right now, wondering why only one sweeper is sweeping at a time, there's been a lot of testing that's been done by the curlers themselves, showing the effectiveness of the direction of your brush head on the ice, essentially carving it a little bit and how it affects the curl of the stone. They're finding that you can actually counteract what you're trying to do by having the second sweeper join in with the sweeping. So depending on if they want it to run straighter, they may have the inside sweeper sweeping, or if they want it to curl more, they'll have the outside sweeper sweeping. So it's a little bit different. The tests are showing from the curlers that there's some pretty significant effect by this. What they're also finding is certain brooms are having more effect than others. And for example, at this event, the hair brooms are not allowed to be used by the main sweepers.
So as Richard Hart attempts the run back here, do you find it hard to believe, though, David? Because in theory, your sweeping then back in the day was almost counterproductive.
Well, I think that's the part that nobody's really sure of yet, exactly how much impact it is having, because you're right, and we've talked about that a lot between some of the players who obviously played at the time we did 10 years ago, and suggesting that what we were doing wasn't really doing anything. And yet I certainly know, you watch, for example, Ben and Mark when they played with Kevin Martin. They made a ton of shots for them, as did Marcel and Scott for us. So I don't know that all the studies are completed yet to really show what effect this is having. I mean, we know that the sweeping certainly did a lot for us back then, and according to what they're saying now, that was counterproductive in some ways. So I guess, over the next year or 2 years, we'll find out that the governing bodies from Curl Canada or World Curling Federation will obviously do some more studies on this.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not heavy, though.
No, no.
Stay close. Stay close.
Play the nose, Kev. Roll the back one.
It's control, just.
Yep. Prince. Prince. Go, 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 go.
Whoa.
Go, go, go.
Keep
Big,
going,
big,
keep
big,
going,
big, big,
keep
big.
going, keep going, keep going.
Good shot.
So is that plan B there, David?
Yeah, they were trying to roll the shooter behind. When he was running a little bit straighter, the idea was to separate the rocks as much as possible. And the most important part was to make sure that they got the yellow one away from the button, not allowing Ontario to freeze to it.
Solid hack.
Yeah. Your hit curled here a bit, eh? It finished. Hack.
Tough to roll that far.
Probably run forward, no? I want more ice than that, don't I? Or no? That's close. That's close.
That's real close, yeah. Throw good. Weight's good.
Whoa. No. No. Close, though. No. Close, Scott.
Close.
Whoa.
Close,
Whoa.
Scott.
Whoa. Adam.
Scott.
Whoa. Scott. Scott. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
After it hits. After it hits. After it hits.
Yep. Yes.
Go, 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 go.
Update time now. Northwest Territories taking on Nova Scotia. A 2-0 advantage for Jamie Cooey. This is the pre-competition final. The winner will move on and compete in the main field. Final stone on the way from Jamie Murphy out of the Mayflower Curling Club. It appears that Cooey is lying one, a little tap-back attempt.
If they can have everything they can see, they can spin the 2 reds out for 2, potentially 3.
And they got him going. It's definitely one, and I think just the single. So a single on the board for Jamie Murphy.
Yeah, any thicker and he gets 3 out of that.
I like this. Same weight. Same weight. Yeah. Same. Millimeter high.
Very nice roll by Richard Hart. Not rolling behind the guard, but rolling behind the yellow one, leaving really no option for Alberta except to bump back the yellow one.
Get ready. Yep. Yep. Whoa. 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 Clean. Whoa.
Same weight.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa. 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 Back one, Kev. Roll it.
No.
Great shot, Mark.
That's that's where you wanted it.
Good shooting, Marcus. Really good.
Good shot, Mark. Sweet beauty. Good sweet. Shot. Can you get to the nose?
Yep.
Because then he rolls that way.
Okay.
And if you ever could you roll an inch low?
Yep.
Throw a hack. You like that?
Yep. Sure. Right
I mean, it's 6-1. I mean,
if it hangs, it hangs. Yeah. No.
Is that better then?
Yes.
Okay. Hack, board?
Yep. Hack.
We roll full 8?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Same as Rich's.
He was.
So
like
what they were
just
talking
four.
about is actually having Glenn's rock come down,
Yeah.
remove the yellow stone, and roll just to this position here. They're really thinking about Glenn's next shot, which would then be for Alberta to hit roll back behind the yellow one, leaving Glenn Howard the double takeout.
Weight's good.
Adam. Whoa. Whoa.
Adam.
Adam. Yes.
Really got to go, Adam.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Hard.
Whoa. Yep. 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 Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Nice shot. Great shot.
Good job, boys.
So again, running a little bit straighter than they thought, and they go to plan B, which is to roll back behind the yellow rock.
Yeah, did I see Adam straight there? Huh? See Adam straight? That looked like a straight there.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Glenn Howard
Yep.
also
Yep.
has pretty good
Whoa.
memories
Whoa.
as well in this
shot.
building. Back when it was called the Civic Center, that's also when you played as well. He won a title here in 1993.
You actually called it on before me.
And pretty good success in Ontario, also winning in Hamilton in 2007 when he beat Brad Gushu in that final.
Speed should be draw the button, Cap.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys.
Same as draw?
I think
Yeah,
so.
real close. Full
Pretty
four?
incredible, David. He's won a Brier in each of the last 4 decades. People dream about playing in one Brier. It's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you can't even explain what an accomplishment that is.
Heavy. No, we're good.
Line's good.
Get a bit of a push, Benny.
Okay, weight's
Line's
good.
good.
We're there.
Wait
Got room, man.
We're there.
Line's good.
We're there.
All you.
Don't want it.
Okay,
No,
don't
then.
ever.
Weight's pretty good.
No room.
Weight's good,
Much
guys.
room.
Ton of room.
Weight's good.
Gotta bury it. Brent.
You're going to be buried.
Center,
Full
Brent.
forward.
Right on the tee. Right on the
So
tee.
now Brett
Come
Lang
on.
going hard, trying to get it to curl a little bit more, bury that stone. They'll touch the 4, pretty much covered.
Yeah, a little change in strategy for Cooey. They were initially trying to keep that yellow rock in the front 12-foot in play, but
Right on the tee. Come on.
with Glenn Howard's role there was really no option except for to draw around the center guard and try and generate your 2 points that way.
14-8 on the clock. So I'm not surprised they thought it was.
Wow.
I don't mind either one. It's either one, yeah.
The difficult part now for Ontario is that if they go after the Alberta stone and potentially rub the guard or miss it, three's in play for Alberta.
I don't want to whip this. Just normal? Just normal?
Yeah.
Okay. What turn?
In. Or should I go out turn with you? I don't know.
Rich, out.
Yeah.
What kind of weight you throwing here? Okay.
This is almost like a home game here for Team Quebec, and Jean-Michel Menard has a lot of family and friends making the trip to watch, and from his home it's only a 25-minute drive or so to TD Place, so he's very much looking forward to this week. His final stone in 3, and he has a big draw here for a single.
Yeah, draw to the 8-foot.
Jean-Michel Menard is back with Martin Kret, who you'll hear out there this week for sure. Eric Sylvain and brother Philippe Menard. So a nice draw for a single as Team Canada leads 2-1 after 3.
What a great shot by Glenn Howard. Runs it back and sticks it for shot rock back on the side again.
Full. I didn't throw it, throw it. It's lined up perfect, isn't it?
That's still a chance for Alberta to get to.
Boy, I thought that would curl a little bit, eh?
Yeah, it did a
Fraction
bit.
full,
Yeah,
right?
just a fraction full, but a good throw.
Yeah.
We should have swept it, actually, the roll.
Wow.
But then I guess it goes in.
Do you play this all day long, David, or do you draw in for your single? Is it just because Kevin has this in his arsenal and is confident in this?
Yeah, that's a Skip's decision. Draw for 1 is fine too, but he sees an opportunity to generate 2 here. Just nose hit, just a little inside nose, and he gets 2.
Whoa.
Final stone here in 3. Kevin Cooey.
No! Come up a little. Come up a little.
Curl enough. Get 1, get 2. Stick it. 2 on the board for Team Alberta. Both
Very
these
nice.
skips have come to play, Dave Nedewin.
Yes, they have. What a great shot.
Our opening day at the Brier here in Ottawa, and some shot making on display early. Well, Dave, he had the opportunity. He could have drawn in there for 1, but that's so 2009. Why would you draw for 1 when you can make a lovely little tap back and pick up 2?
They make these look so easy, and they're not, as we all know. But Kevin Cooey makes these more than anybody.
He did not hesitate. The broom went down, bang, bang, Reds go, and right away. 2 on the board, and a nice little bit of momentum here early for Team Alberta. The key shot is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like Cashmere. 2 on the board, and a 3-1 advantage for Team Alberta. It is Glenn Howard, Team Ontario here. Redstones with hammer now in 4.
Come on, boys, every inch.
Well, you mentioned the option of drawing, and it certainly would be a fine call too. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think if you're going to win this week, you're going to have to make shots like that. And these players all know that.
I'll lock this one on.
Yeah.
What is the old saying, play to win, don't play to not lose? Like, you have to go in there with that killer instinct and put the foot down, so to speak, when you have those opportunities.
Well, and the ice is so good. They had yesterday to practice, hot shots today, practice before the game. So they're really comfortable on it already, even though it's draw 1 of the event.
Got a curl. Got a curl, son. Looks heavy.
There, yeah.
Well, getting better.
It's trying.
Getting better.
Line's
It's actually
okay.
really good.
Weight's coming down.
Play the weight.
Got a curl. It's got to curl a bit. Right on top. Right on top. Go, Adam. Go.
Yep.
Very nice, Gomer. Good boy.
Beauty.
I don't think, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right now over on TSN 1 and 3, you can watch this one live between Newfoundland Labrador and Team Manitoba. And he is your Ford Hot Shot champion this year. It is Brad Gushue making his 13th appearance at the Tim Hortons Brier Final Stone. If there's anyone that would love to wear those Team Canada colors, it would be him, because next year that Tim Hortons Brier will be in his home province in St. John's. Nice tap for 2 and a 2-1 advantage for Brad Gushue. That one live right now on TSN 1 and 3 with Vic, Cheryl, Russ, and Kathy Gauthier providing updates. Also will be working the morning draws with myself here at the Brier in Ottawa.
I don't mind this.
Yeah, you like this, eh?
I like this, yeah. Court.
I think this might curl, Rich.
Whoa! Whoa! Scott! Scott!
Hard, Scott. Hard, Scott. Hard. Gotta go hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Trying to get that extra curl.
He saved it.
And the shooter, though, will
Wide, a little heavy.
spin out.
Yeah.
Glenn Howard talked about the fact that it's so exciting to play in your home province here in Ontario. He was looking forward to that adrenaline and the crowd support. Dave, you had a pretty tough final in Saskatoon, but then a year later you guys came back and got to compete for a Brier in Edmonton. What do you remember from that year?
Yeah, I think being the hometown team can be a great advantage when the crowd's on your side, but it can also be a lot of pressure too if things aren't going quite the way you planned. I mean, you want to put on a good show for your friends and family in home city, and it can be challenging. It can be a lot of pressure if things don't go well out of the start. You know, we were fortunate that we had a great start in Edmonton, and we had tremendous crowd support, and it was you know, it was a real dream for sure. So I can totally understand you know, Glenn's excitement about being here this week.
I know they're tough to compare, but is that one of your favorite wins when you look back at the 4?
Yeah, for sure. And I think partially, like you said, because we had such obviously a difficult finish in 2004, we wanted to get back and prove ourselves one more time. But being in Edmonton with all our friends and family was terrific. You know, and for myself, I played at Worlds in Winnipeg too, which is where I grew up, and that was a very similar experience.
Edmonton still holds the attendance record thanks to your guys' performance. Well over 200,000 fans.
Clean. Yep, Scott. Clean, clean, clean. Lines. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
Oh, that works. Shot.
Shot.
Low and get it the thick way.
Yeah, you can't
take it
jam
over the top way.
across the top, but
You can't hit this one too thin or it just jams, so you want to just miss this one.
Okay. Sure.
Sliver high.
What turn are we throwing? Okay.
Well, Ontario was looking for another inch of curl out of that last stone.
Have
Ace
a
double
good go,
wouldn't
and
have been
if
there.
you do this, it's not awful. And
So we're playing this the thick way, right?
yes, yeah,
Thick way, right?
across the top.
yeah, just a sliver high.
Sliver high.
Oh, yeah.
Playing it to just miss or
Yeah, I got you.
This guy was the Ford Hot Shots winner back in 2013. He's got all the shots,
Only go across the top.
and he'll run that redstone by.
That's what I was saying down there. It was impossible to make that one go out that way.
Hey, Mark. I thought that's what he called
Mark playing in his
just miss
7th Brier, David. He's always at the top of the stats at his position. What makes him such a good player?
Well, he's been one of the most consistent players from juniors right into men's. I think playing with Kevin Martin for all those years gave him just a wealth of experience on practice, training, preparation. Technically, he's extremely sound. So yeah, I think it's just surrounding himself with the right people, and Mark knows how to win. He wins at everything he does, every level of play he's been in.
Got a curl.
Whoa!
Weight's good.
Okay.
Whoa. Yep. Line's great.
Whoa!
Line's perfect. Don't bump. Can't bump.
Weight's
Line's
good.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit, Scott. Line's perfect.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh boy, Rich.
Whoa! Great shot.
Beauty.
Very nice.
Beauty.
Same?
Yeah, I like how you just told me to
Same. Yeah. Freeze again.
Yeah, it's fine.
And from one Cooey to another. It's got to be tough for
not be bad to
Kevin
play
not to
like a little softer. Sure.
be peeking over at this sheet as we are. Final stone here in 4. It is Jamie Cooey trying to qualify for the main draw at the Brier. And you'll see a yellow stone come into play, and his red trying to chip it over, move it enough. Can he score the 2? Yeah, he can.
What a great shot.
Lovely touch. So 2 on the board. And a 4-1 advantage now over Nova Scotia.
Whoa, clean it.
That is such a difficult shot to have the exact right weight. If he's 2 or 3 feet heavier, he's missing that wide. And if he's a little bit lighter, he hits it too thick.
And we saw Mr. Cooey in the crowd just before the draw began. You know this will be a nervous time for him, hoping to watch both of his sons compete here in Ottawa.
You like to freeze again, eh?
Well, no, I don't.
It sounds too bad.
No, I need
like edge of the rock. Should have known. I thought the ice was okay, but it just...
They've struggled with the line in that spot, Brian.
I don't mind it.
Just running a lot straighter than everybody expects.
Board. Okay.
This won't drag at all, eh? No. Okay, make this. Adam! Real hard, Adam. Really hard. A little heavy.
Yep.
Big. Big.
Hard.
Hard.
Trying to get some separation and roll to the right side from our view.
Little bump, yellow goes. And for now it is Ontario lying 3 with hammer here in 4.
Good sweep, Adam. Thanks. I don't know what else to do.
They were hoping to hit it a little bit thinner and even those 2 up. It leaves a pretty easy double for Kevin Cooey.
Yeah, so we could have played freeze, but then he plays the freeze and it's over. Okay.
Half a rock.
Skinny half, Kev.
And there is proud Papa Fred Cooey watching on both his sons.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's tough to watch 2 sheets at once.
You should try be a commentator in the booth sometime, David. It is tough. You got to watch all 4, keep people up to date. Skip stones here in 4.
Yep. Whoa! No! Whoa!
Big weight from Kevin Cooey. What a weapon. Both red goes, spills back into the 4, shot stone. We've seen him do it for years.
Attaboy, Kev. Great shot, pal.
Good thing we got him.
And that is one way to bail your team out of trouble with that big weight.
Well, I can tell you, as the opposition, it's frustrating when you're sitting 3 or 2 and you think you have rocks exactly where you want them, and Kevin just comes down with that big weight and can clear the house and not only make the double, but sit right in front of your shot.
We talk about how good this field is, David, this week. It's interesting, the last few years, teams have come out of that 3-4 game in the Page playoff system and have won. Kevin Cooey did it in 2010. You had Brad Jacobs doing it in Edmonton coming out of the 3-4 game. And a slow start last year in Calgary for Team Canada. Pat Simmons took over as skip. They came out of the 3-4 game and they won a national championship. So just got to find a way to make the playoffs. What a lovely tap shot there. Wow.
Very good. But what's left?
I know, another double. They're putting on a show, though. The old veteran, he's still got that soft touch.
It really is a battle of Glenn's lightweight touch shots against Kevin Cooey's big weight. And again, Glenn makes a terrific shot. And it's probably not enough because you've given Kevin a half-weight double takeout.
Quarter.
Whoa.
So now over to you, Kevin Cooey, his final stone here in 4.
Clean it! Clean it!
Clean it.
Yep.
No, don't sweep it.
Got them both. Spin it up. Lovely shot from the skipper.
Oh, there's our man.
Yeah, he's feeling it.
Up rock.
Yeah.
Of all the years we've seen Kevin at the Brier, at this national championship, I think this is the most relaxed we've ever seen him coming into it, whether it was just during the hot shots, practice, in a sit-down interview at the beginning of the week. He looks poised, having a great time, and you certainly see the focus. Final stone now. Here in 4, Glenn Howard trying to blank. And away it goes. Some entertaining curling here at the Brier in Ottawa. More to come right after this.
That horse too early, they might have nothing left at the finish, eh?
Welcome back to TD Place. Update time. Canada taking on Quebec, and those 2 yellow stones, top 4 belonging to Jean-Michel Menard. Look at the focus there on the defending champion. Pat Simmons took over this team as skip when they had that tough start in Calgary. John Morris went back to that 3rd position. The rest is history. They're back again here as Team Canada. Final stone. And a good chance to see if Pat Simmons has that draw weight early here, Dave.
Well, this is what we saw from Pat all last year. He made draw after draw after draw, including the one to win the Brier.
He put it right on the lid to win the national championship. And the draw weight again is money. So 1 on the board for Pat Simmons. And a 3-1 advantage after 4. Not often the defending champs are kind of under the radar coming into a national championship. And look at this setup. 1, 2, 3, 4 belonging to Newfoundland Labrador and Brad Gushu. And in his first ever Brier appearance, he's been one of the best in the game for a long time, but his first time on the national stage here at the Brier, and a big time draw here for Magic Mike.
Right off, Ben. Back 8.
Yeah, he's been on his game so far. This has been a really well played game over on sheet A.
Got nothing.
2 of the favorites, that's for sure.
They brought in John Mead as a coach and alternate with his experience. BJ Neufeld, Matt Wozniak, Denny Neufeld make up this great Manitoba team. He's got some backing, and it'll stop in time. So a successful draw against 4, a single on the board, and it is 2-2 after 4. You can watch that one live on TSN 1 and 3. Some great shots on display here in our feature matchup as well between Ontario and Alberta. It was a blank on the board in 4. Alberta 3-1 advantage. It is Glenn Howard throwing the Red Stones with hammer here in 5. And if you're just joining us, don't let that blank fool you. There was a number of great shots in that end. And sure enough, with the guys and their talent, you could have 4 or 5 rocks in play, David, but a blank still very much in play considering the shots these guys can make.
Yeah, for sure. Howard's got to just stay patient and continue doing what they're doing and hopefully get a break from Kevin Cooey on one of those big wave shots. You know, going back to last year's final with Pat Simmons putting him on the button there, I think something that tends to go overlooked at times is Nolan Carter have swept for 2 draws to the button on the last rock and the last end to win national championships. In 2010 for Kevin Cooey, putting it right on the button against Glenn Howard, and then last year with Pat Simmons.
Good board.
If I'm not mistaken, did you not have to make a big draw in Edmonton to win your final Brier with your final stone?
What do you want to see there?
Well, yeah, we did. I mean, we had a draw to win, but we did have a little bit of backing. I mean, it's still nerve-wracking, but those guys put it right on the button twice in a row. That's unbelievable.
And you realize it's our second year working together in the booth, and off the top of the broadcast, I didn't introduce you as 4-time Brier champion, should have been 5.
I actually really appreciate it.
I waited till the 5th end of the opening draw, so I'm just, if you're keeping track at home.
Good shot.
Good shot.
No, make the double. Or you could roll underneath the cued rocks, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah.
You know who is here as well for Nova Scotia playing that pre-competition game? It's Bruce Lonis is here as a coach.
Nose is not great.
I believe he had 2 pretty good shots in Saskatoon that put you guys under some heat.
I threw those 2 ends ago.
If you could see this at home, he is staring at me, folks, with daggers. I may not make the 6th end here in Ottawa.
Oh, you're such a good guy, Dave Dedowin, just to put up with me early on.
Rich, weight's good.
No, we see. You know what? In looking back at it, we always look at the events that you lose as being those motivators for the ones that you come back. And we've talked about Glenn Howard losing Brier finals and how he continues to work hard and dedicate himself to the game to win it again. And it was the same thing for us too after we lost in Saskatoon. And you know, Dacey's team made an incredible comeback. I mean, to their credit, they never gave up. They just kept playing and you know, hopefully getting rocks in good positions. And they did. They played a great last few ends. But it was extremely motivating for us to get back to the Brier the next year. So those things, if you can build on, they actually make you stronger.
Why wouldn't you just pick the back one and stay line 2?
Actually, I wonder who's might be good to pick this clean.
Oh. Chances are I'm going to pick it clean and move this, so he's going to have a nose to sit 2, though.
Yeah, it'd be a not bad double. You don't want to get caught in between where you miss this is all. Like, where do you think nose goes?
I think it jams. You're thinking it might go underneath.
I'm not convinced.
Me neither.
You're thinking if you try and pick this clean, have a look at these.
I don't know if that matters. What if you just pick the back one
Well,
right
if
now?
this is second, then how is he? No, this is what's killing us. He never has to move this.
Okay.
Don't you think? Like, look at these. Looks like them to me, but it's close.
So your first thought is to pick it clean.
Well, no, that's if we would be sitting 2. I think if you're a sliver high,
it's close to getting it.
It might. What else? You're thinking this.
Hit it right on the nose.
Then I think he just noses this.
Yeah, but if you hit it on the nose, it's going to roll to there.
He's always going to have 2 shots, though.
He likes the back one. I don't know, Kev. I don't know. Whatever
I
you
think
like.
we got lots of time to get out of this.
Okay.
Just get rid of this one. Try a sliver high. If this jams right on the center line, it's okay.
Okay.
Heel.
Heel, sliver high. I like this one.
Okay, good.
Those top 2 are hurting us a bit. Okay. Oh, less ice.
Whoa. Whoa. No.
Close.
No.
Mark Kennedy avoids the jam, and the Reds go.
Yeah, it was a great shot. They didn't know if it was going to work out that way. They were actually worried that the first red they were going to hit was going to jam on the one in the 4-foot. But, I mean, to Kevin's point, there's still lots of time in the end lap to get another double takeout or position.
Getting it through the hole, but missing the back one. Right, but it not.
Pound heavy.
Okay, right off.
Line's good.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, Scott. Whoa.
Yeah, Scott, line. Line's
Dave,
good.
what were the biggest differences
Line's good.
when you would watch a guy like Richard Harder compete against him or a Mark Kennedy? They're both left-handed throwers, and icing a left-handed thrower to a right-handed thrower maybe in the same path.
Yeah, it just depends on the release a little bit. You get used to it. It does look a little bit differently than a right-handed thrower, and primarily because they're coming out of the other hack, which is actually a different line at the broom, with the hacks being staggered off the center line. So they don't come out at the same angle, which then creates a different amount of curl. But you get used to it, just like you're used to watching your other players throw and ice them accordingly.
Gotta go. Good. Shoot, Mark. That's good. Yep.
Update time in that pre-qualifier final. 5th end, Northwest Territories taking on Nova Scotia. And a big shot here to come from Jamie Murphy out of the Mayflower Curling Club in Halifax as they're trying to keep their Brier hopes alive.
Yeah, he's been under fire the last few ends, and now he's got to make a tough draw to score a single.
Line's good. Starting to curl a bit. Yep. Yep.
Needs full 4, got to drag it in there. Little bump won't hurt. Nice draw, wait. Well done from Jamie Murphy. It is Jamie Cooey, though, in control after 5 in a must-win game.
Should be all there.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, that's good.
Well, after watching a couple ends of Kevin Cooey's big weight, we now saw it from Mark Kennedy as well.
It's as fast as anywhere in the sheet.
Yeah.
Back 12.
Yeah. It's good. It's T-line-ish. Good, Kev. Hey, Benny.
And a good chance for him to
14-1.
get a handle and draw weight as well after throwing a couple big weight shots the last few ends.
And it's really reassuring to be able to throw a draw like that and hit the 4-foot, to your point, after throwing hits for the last few ends. It's very possible that in, you know, end 5 or 6, he's going to need that weight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. Wait. Whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Kevin Cooey beat Charlie Thomas 8-4 in the provincial final to qualify for the Brier. We saw Charlie as a coach for Chelsea Carey's team, and congratulations to them as they'll be representing Team Canada in Swift Current at the Women's Worlds. So final stone now for Glenn Howard and an opportunity to test out a path of the ice. So another blank on the board here in Ottawa. Our opening day of the Tim Hortons Brier at TD Place. And a 3-1 advantage after 5. It is the best field ever. A lot of storylines to be played out this week, and we can't wait to bring it to you. More to come next.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years.
Welcome back to our coverage here in Ottawa on TSN. A 2 on the board was certainly nice for Team Alberta, and then back-to-back blanks, and a 3-1 advantage after 5. A lot of great shots from both Kevin Cooey and from Glenn Howard as well. How have you seen the first 5, David?
Well, a score that's quite low, 3-1, and Ontario only scoring a single point. Right now shooting 90%, but they just can't quite get the rocks right where Alberta can't use the big weight to eliminate them, and so it's causing some problems. They need to keep putting rocks in play and hopefully get a break, but both teams playing terrific so far.
After 5, brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner of Curling Canada for over 20 years. For Team Alberta, great start as Kevin Cooey looks for his 3rd ever Brier title. He's one of the favorites. Final 5 to come from Ottawa.
Hey Sav, just wanted to let you know we're all thinking you have out here. All the guys are talking about you. Wish you were here, obviously, and hopefully we'll see you around the arena next week. I know everybody'd love to see you, and we could all sure use a laugh, and we know you'll provide that, so hopefully we'll see you next week, buddy.
Hey Sav, I know it's been a rough go the last little bit, and we're here at the Ottawa Brier, and it doesn't feel right without you here. I know that the last one I was at, you were here with us, and this is my first Brier without you, so it feels a little strange. We're hoping you get well soon, and that trip we got planned, we've put it off for a little bit, but as soon as you're ready to go, we're going to do this thing. So we're hitting the road.
We actually were lucky enough to get in and see Craig yesterday at the Cancer Center, so it was nice. He's in good spirits, and it was just nice to visit with him, talk about all the old times. So, you know, from Team Alberta, Sav, you got a lot of friends on this team for sure, and we're pulling for you.
Savvy, Skipper here. Listen, We're our heart and soul's out there. We're with you every minute. Can't wait to see you. I hope you'll get your butt over here to watch a little bit of the curling. Love to have you out by our side. There isn't a day go by that we don't think about you and root for you. I know you're going to beat this damn cancer. All I can say is good luck, my friend, and we're all thinking of you. I can't wait to have a beer with you, buddy. Come on out and cheer.
Craig Saville, one of the good guys in the sport, and there you see the ribbon and Craig's number, 27. He won 2 Brier titles with Glenn Howard. Best friends with Brent Lang as well on Team Alberta. And if you noticed off the top of the broadcast, we're also wearing ribbons here at TSN in support of Saville. So we're thinking about you too, buddy. Hope to see you later on this week. He is a 2-time Brier champion, and now he's certainly a champion at life in a big-time battle, but we wish him all the best, and we can't wait to see him later on this week in Ottawa.
Yeah, curling's such a close-knit community that there isn't a single person that I've spoke to here that hasn't sent warm wishes to Craig already or reached out to him or asked how he's doing. You know, at the end of the day, this is a game, and we're all playing to do our best, but there isn't anybody here that's not thinking about Craig and wishing him well.
Room. Tons of room.
Lead Stones on the way here in 6 in our feature matchup between Ontario and Alberta. Back-to-back blanks. So Glenn Howard still has hammer here in 6, throwing the Red Stones.
No, it's not true, but it's
You got to go to bury it.
No, you can't. Don't want to.
If you can. Mine's really good.
Yep.
Keep going, Rich.
Like 2 seconds.
That's good.
Just 2 heavyweights and 2 favorites going at it on sheet A, Newfoundland Labrador and Team Manitoba. This one live right now on TSN 1 and 3 with Vic, Russ, Cheryl, and Kathy Gauthier providing updates as well if you want to tune in. This young man would love to win his first ever Brier title in tough against the rookie. Still weird saying that, but the rookie at the Brier and Mike McEwen. Final stone here from Gushu.
Yeah, McEwen made a really great draw, forcing Newfoundland to draw for a single point. Needs full forfeit.
Looks close, but maybe sliding a little bit too far. Wow. So maybe a little error there on the brushing.
Yeah,
steal of 1.
Sweeping error.
Manitoba, Mike McEwen, a 3-2 advantage after 5.
Just line. Room. Wait's there. Room. Line's good. Halfway, tight.
Well, in our sheet, Alberta's going into peel mode. They're eliminating all the guards, drawing the play into the rings. They know if there's a couple rocks in the rings, either Mark Kennedy or Kevin Cooey will make a double at some point.
Shot.
This a little thicker, boys.
Yep. Whoa. Clean it.
I don't mind trying to freeze that back one.
I like one more.
And from Ontario's perspective, they're going to throw up another corner guard, knowing full well it's going to be peeled off. They're trying to eliminate chances for Alberta to make a double before they come into the rings again.
That's less.
Gotta go, man. Really gotta go.
Room.
Take a look. It's not that bad, guys.
Got a curl.
Well, that rock settles. Update time. Team Canada, Quebec. And you see that red Team Canada stone. Final one to come from Jean-Michel Menard. You said Pat Simmons, David, made a really nice shot with his final one.
Oh, a terrific freeze right on the button. Leaving very little for Menard to throw except for this difficult angle raised double.
Got the red stones going, but not quite enough. So a steal of 1. Pat Simmons, he's got his draw weight down early. He's made a number of beautiful draws over on sheet C. He has a 4-1 advantage after 5.
Yeah, he sure does. You talk about guys looking comfortable. When we spoke to Team Canada yesterday, they were extremely relaxed coming into this. Confident. They played a lot in January and February leading up to this, and they're actually kind of envying the fact that even though they're Team Canada, they're flying under the radar a little bit.
What?
A little bit high. Halfway.
Whoa, whoa!
Line's fine. Halfway.
Clean it then.
Halfway.
Just clean.
Line's
Just
fine.
half. Clean it.
Yeah, we're half. If anything,
No,
overcurl.
no.
Yeah, it's halfway. It's got to stop.
Stay with it, Brent.
It's got to stop. It's got to stop.
Stay
It
with
doesn't
it.
have to curl.
Stay with it for line.
No.
No, 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 no,
Very
no.
good. Out of the way, Marcus.
Sweet, guys.
Perfect.
So Kui surprised everybody, including myself. I said they would undoubtedly peel that guard, which they didn't. They went to the offense, changed strategy, and threw up the guard.
We're second.
We're second?
Yeah. Oh, that's different. You can. You like that? Or
The
there.
freeze is always going to be there.
I know.
Yeah, play it once, yeah.
Which way? Nose? Like,
Yeah.
I think you want to go across. Try to get them all going. Here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen Richard Hart a few times as coach to a very popular team in Ottawa, Rachel Holman's team. And now back on the national stage here at the Brier. And he's been battling, I believe, a bad knee as well, David, which is really tough during a grueling week.
Hard, Adam.
Okay. This is back one. That's fine. That's good. Right? Good.
Run back double for Richard Hart. Well done.
Yeah, leaves the center guard up, and Kui will come around it again to the top four.
I think you want to be right
Great
on
look
it.
at the crowd here at TD Place.
Let him.
Only a
Let him
few
scrub it.
spare
Top
seats,
eight's
but
pretty good. Hey.
pretty much a packed house for our opening day, opening draw at the Brier here in Ottawa. And we're looking forward to a fantastic week.
Same weight I threw
It's
in the
incredible,
second
the
hand, boys.
renovations and the work they've done. You barely recognize the place, David, from your last stop here back when you played in your first Brier. So much work has been done with the Red Blacks playing next door as well in the CFL.
Yeah, it's true. When we pulled up, I didn't recognize the building at all from the outside. There's just a lot of shopping, a lot of entertainment, just a really great facility they've built around this.
Weight's really good.
Lines are curled.
Pretty good. Dead frozen.
Right to it.
Clean it
Line's
for line.
perfect. Close.
Yep, Benny.
Well, it's gotta stop
Benny, sweep it. Hard.
Okay, Mark.
These rocks as well, a bit of an advantage for
Yeah. It's either that.
Kevin Kui and their team. They saw these stones, as a lot of the teams did,
Pretty
at
tough,
the
eh?
Canada Cup of Curling.
Same. Big same throw.
Yeah, it's always nice to feel comfortable with the stones that are out there. We actually know that the stones that are here are on the exact sheets that they were on at the Canada Cup. So if you played sheet C red at the Canada Cup, they're now sheet C red here at the Brier.
Kevin Kui's team won that Canada Cup event and booked their ticket to the Olympic curling trials. That will be in Ottawa as well. Run back try. Bang, bang. Gets one yellow to go.
What a great shot.
That works.
Shot, Rich. Shoot, Richie.
Well, this is what Ontario is hoping for, is a chance to have some rocks in play and give themselves a chance to score 2 or 3 points.
You definitely straighten it.
Hold my hand way high.
Okay, it's more PSI. Yeah. Well done.
He's talking to Scotty about the sweeping technique, I believe, there, and holding that stone.
Super hard shot.
Yeah, he was saying he straightened it up for sure. We could see from here it was over curling and it actually straightened up or backed up a little bit. And they have to be aware of how much effect it's having on the rocks when it's coming down. You can miss it on the wide side just as easily as you're going to miss it on the tight side by oversweeping it now.
Mine seem to be getting in there a little better.
Throwing the 2 or the 6?
2.
So not much that Kui can do with the red stones. He's going to draw around the center guard again to the top 8 foot, top 4 foot.
You worried about the popping open?
Well, a little bit, but no, we'll just sweep it better.
Just
than
so you know the ice guy.
Trying to decide what rock to go.
Yeah, if anything, I don't think it's gonna. Like if you hang it open a little bit on this side, it's okay.
I got the 6, but I think that's fine.
Yeah. Quite the 4, Kev.
You talked about the stones and just getting to know them and reading them. And we've been providing updates over on Sheet A. Brad Gushu brought in Jules Ochar, who you know that name very well. He still coaches the college team in Edmonton at Nate, and he was the longtime coach of Kevin Martin. And Jules, a guy that you know out of the Edmonton area. And the simple reason Gushu brought him here was basically to look at the stones and see what was going on. And that's the one area that Gushu felt they were lacking in, and Jules is one of the best at looking at the rocks and getting that slight little advantage.
Yeah, he really is, and I think the difference this week is going to be so small between the team that wins or not winning. And so having somebody like Jules that can track who's throwing which rocks, when they change them, if they're over curling, under curling, whatever it might be, is a big difference. And as you mentioned, Brad actually got to know him during the last Olympic trials when Brad was our 5th player with Kevin Martin, and Jules was part of that. So he got to know him, you know, really appreciated what he was able to do for Kevin all those years and brought him in just for this event.
Yeah, I could see like a quarter of an inch.
Try and tickle the... Yeah, I know. Just play the nose.
Nose is pretty good. Normal?
Then he goes there, and hopefully it sticks, and we got to double back maybe.
Play it if you can make it, you can make it.
Probably just like normal? Try and get it if we can. If not, nose is pretty good.
I think peel.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Gotta wait.
So Howard's going to try and come through this hole.
I've been trying to do it, but nose is fine. Okay.
And sit right there, leaving a very difficult shot for Team Alberta to eliminate that red stone without also eliminating the yellow stone.
Glenn Howard is first here in 6. He has the hammer. Just playing the in-turn tap.
Nice shot.
Both go, avoids the jam. Look at the action on that stone as well as Glenn Howard lies 3 and buried behind that corner guard.
What a great shot. Well, they saw that if they were tight enough to the guard, the double was actually there, which was sort of plan B. They wanted to make sure they obviously got by the guard. If they hit the yellow on the right and stuck there, that was fine too.
Scott was celebrating, but still had some work to do with that action on the shooter.
Everyone loves seeing a rock spin back up too, don't they?
I think that's Vic Roeder's favorite shot, the action spin shot there.
Well, this is what Team Ontario was looking for. I think when Kevin Cooey decided not to kill that corner guard and through the center guard, that is exactly what Ontario was hoping for. Get some rocks in play and hopefully you have a chance.
But of you staying frozen and not leaving a nose for 4.
Like, what am I doing?
Trying to outcount the 3rd point.
No, I know, but where? I put it there. It's still
I'm okay, Kev. I'm fine with a different call. I'm just like let's come up with another option.
If you don't freeze to this one, it's no good. And the chances of putting it exactly there.
I'm cool, but let's present another option. That's what I'm saying.
Run this one, you can get them all.
So a couple options for Alberta.
The only other shot.
They can come back around to right there again. Option 2 they're looking at is coming through this hole and trying to sit right on the edge of one of these. But if you bounce off even the slightest bit, now it's a 4 for Ontario. Neither shot is great because Ontario is going to have a chance to eliminate it either way.
If I nut it, we're going to get a couple.
Oh, I know.
So it's 4/5.
It's no, it's 3/4.
It's a high guard, Mark.
Yeah. 3/4 is really close.
And while they line up that run back on our feature matchup, the pre-qualifier final between Northwest Territories and Nova Scotia. And the final stone to come here from Jamie Cooey.
Gotta go, Rob! Okay.
And they'll just settle for the single. The winner of that one will join the main field of the Brier. Back to our feature matchup. Run back try. Kevin Cooey, final stone. Got to catch some red. Gets 2 to go. Wow.
Great shot.
That is a bailout shot from the skipper. Unreal.
It really is. They're running back a rock that's on center at an angle, 25 feet out, trying to eliminate 2 or 3 of the opposition stones.
And instead of a possible 3, maybe 4 for Ontario, it'll be the draw for the deuce.
Well, as much as it was a great shot by Kevin Cooey and Team Alberta, this is a win for Ontario. They get their 2 points out of this, tie the game, and right back in it.
There. Easy.
Not curling. Whoa.
Clean it.
Final stone from Glenn Howard. Just needs some paint here to get his first two of the game.
Yep.
And the crowd approves here at TD Place. Top 4 and 2 on the board for Glenn Howard. It is 3-3 here at TD Place. The 2016 MLS season begins tomorrow with 2 matches on TSN. First, the Toronto FC taking on New York Red Bulls, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TSN 4 and 5. It's the Whitecaps then battling Montreal, 5:30 p.m. Eastern on TSN 1 and 3. It is great to be in the nation's capital for the Tim Hortons Brier. All the action at TD Place. And Kevin Cooey with a pistol with his final stone. Could have been a lot more, but Ontario, Glenn Howard drawing in for 2, so a 3-3 tie here in our opening day. Opening draw at the Brier, and a great crowd here, David.
It is. They're a great crowd. They really understand what's going on. They're appreciative of great shots by everybody, including Cooey's last one. But I was surprised that Cooey got drawn into that end. I mean, they were hitting so well. In 5 ends, they'd only given up 1 point to Ontario and got drawn into that aggressive game. The allure of the steal was a little strong.
Heavy if anything.
No, Mark, you can't. Back 8.
Trying to talk to her. Tell her where to go.
Sit for second or stay in the ring? Perfect, I think. Shot, Benny.
So it does hang on for second shot stone.
Yeah, exactly where they wanted it. They didn't want a T-line or higher. It gives Ontario the chance to hit and roll behind. Now they're rolling behind to, you know, a very small part of the house.
Whoa. Probably big. Whoa. Yep. Rich. Hard, Rich. Gotta go real hard.
That girl trying to hold that line. And the shooter will spin out. In the meantime, update over on Sheet C between Team Canada and Quebec. And you see Pat Simmons applying the pressure to Jean-Michel Menard, who is a former Brier champion. Final stone for him. It's the out-turn draw.
Yeah, Simmons continues to make great shots. He made a terrific run back and draw this end, putting Quebec in a lot of trouble. He's got a really difficult back ring out-turn tap for a single point.
Martin Crête is calling the line in the house. Needs a big-time finish. They will limit the damage, but it is a steal of 1 for Pat Simmons and Team Canada, as they are looking very strong to pick up their first win here in Ottawa.
Get it back there, Benny. Just
Way back here.
Way back by 8.
Stay with it, Benny.
Close, Marcus.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Well, that's good. Great shot. Boy, Brent.
Good eye, boys. I'd be rolling out low. That's what he said. Same weight? Yeah, it's more ice. You were solid normal. He's got a little bit more ice for it. You should be good.
Just saw Brent Lang at the Scotties, of course, married to Jennifer Jones. Both of them such competitive players and very successful. It's got to be tough to juggle that, David, and that's something that you and Heather certainly went through when you guys were both competing.
Well, it is, especially with a young family. You need to really try and balance your schedules, but I think most importantly, you need to have a lot of help. I know they've got great family support, and if you have 2 parents that are both curling, Heather and I always said that our children are raised by a community, and you need a lot of help doing that. So it's great they've got that support.
I got a third. I can hit it.
You're trying to kill it?
Yeah. I think so.
Just
I just have to move it to the light too. I'll just throw 3, 4 feet more. Yeah.
do this.
Over on TSN 1 and 3, Newfoundland, Labrador, the Redstones, Manitoba, the Yellowstones. And right now it is Mike McEwen with shot stone, but final stone to come.
Yeah, McEwen tried an out-turn freeze, and it didn't curl quite enough, giving Ragucci an out-turn big weight hit right on the nose for what should be 2. We've got to play it extremely tight to the other yellow rock in the house.
Bang the yellow, get the spin going. Wow.
What a great shot.
Lovely for 2. So after giving up a steal in 5, a lead 4-3 for Brad Gushu, Newfoundland Labrador.
Great shots, Brad, boy.
Brad telling us he's still feeling some of the effects months after falling hard on the ice and hurting his eye. He still has some discoloration in the eye that may take about a year to clear up and some numbness in that eye, but he says he's good to go and ready to compete here in his 13th Brier.
Come on.
Yeah, he said it's not going to affect him this week in any way. He has the odd day where he doesn't feel quite as good, but yeah, he said he's here, he's fine, he's ready to play. But what a freak accident that was.
Yeah, but either way, it's still better.
Yeah. Well, where's perfect?
A little low,
A little
right
on the high
there.
here to get it this way, to
This
get
one
it that.
stick here, and you'd like to keep our red here somewhere too. So,
Which turn?
I mean, even if you don't make the double, it's back 8.
Yeah.
They're drawn, we're drawn. Yeah, do you like that?
I think so.
Shouldn't do much, eh?
Same
Well,
as
you
mine.
can hear what Richard's saying, and they're talking about playing the guard, bumping it back, just trying to move that Yellowstone in the top 8 to the back 8, keeping more rocks in play. So again, going to the strategy that I was talking about for Ontario of having rocks in play and bringing Alberta into the draw game.
Go ahead. Feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Adam. Stop. Yep. Whoa.
It's amazing, too. You heard him say peel. They really keep their weight down, this Ontario team. Richie Hart gets the Yellows going.
Very nice.
And they'll be shot stone, top 12.
Too bad.
I thought I heard Adam. Sure.
Oh. It was right in between.
Yeah.
We was kind of like.
They were definitely trying to hit it a little bit more on the nose, keep their shooter up front, keep both red rocks in play. A little bit overcurl.
Whoa. Easy hack. We're not heavy.
Oh, I think we are.
Yep. Clean.
Roll behind the corner, David, or just avoid the jam? What's key here?
Yeah, no, they're trying to roll right behind the corner. I mean, Alberta's got a great chance here now to set up a 2 or potentially 3-point end.
No. Good shot, Mark. Attaboy. Thanks, Mark. Jeez. Good sweeping, Langer. Great job. Pretty good.
Okay. Kind of wait. Heel.
He likes less than that, it looks like.
Why board?
Yeah, I guess you're rolling out anyway.
Yeah, you're making a double. Yeah, like firm,
You got to handle quite a bit of it.
Like over the top looks like half a rock.
Yeah.
If I hit this yellow, it's going to be close. Give me a bit more.
I agree.
Close, Adam. Adam! Hard!
Gotta go, Adam. Gotta go.
Hard! Hard!
Go.
Hard!
Oh, a double on the board. Lovely touch.
Shot, Richie.
Well, there was definitely some desperation in Richard's voice there.
Richie.
Good sweeping.
Good throw.
Yep.
Meantime, Mark Kennedy will make the corner guard go away.
And some curlers may ask why they don't come around that corner guard. They have last rock. There's a corner guard up, a good chance to score 2, but Alberta's completely content to have the last rock advantage coming into end 8.
Try and keep it on the outside side.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw north.
Skip Stones here in 7.
That's 4 foot. I'd say it's a lot. 4 foot.
I can go a bit, no?
Yeah, it's there.
It's there. Nice, buddy. The blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while. Glenn, did you call board at first on that? I'm like, what are you? Yeah, I'm like, Glenn, if I hit the yellow, it's really.
Glenn Howard making his 16th Brier appearance. He won a Brier in Ottawa back in 1993, and he is very good at getting off to those great starts, but what I find interesting, Dave Nedwin, is the results on the right-hand side.
Yeah, the one thing I said about Glenn earlier is that he always puts himself in a position to win events like this, and even though some of those events ended up with silver or bronze medals, he's always around at the end of the week, and that's, I mean, that's where you want to be. He's going to put himself in a position to win.
It's interesting when you look at the field, and this man has won 4 Brier titles, but you look at the field across the sheets of ice. A lot of people don't have Glenn Howard in the top 4, yet he has the pedigree and that calm demeanor and that experience that he could knock off some of these so-called favorites.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of it comes down to the fact that this team was really built around originally around having Wayne Middaugh at third. And you look at Mark Kennedy being able to throw that big weight for Cooey. You know, Wayne Middaugh throws him as hard and accurate as anybody. So when they lost Wayne with his broken leg, I think there were some questions as to whether the team could rebound and be competitive against, you know, some of the other teams here. But they obviously can. I mean, Richard Hart is such an amazing player as well. It was just the fact there's a change. And could they have that chemistry after making a change that late in the season? And I think they've proven they can.
Final stone here in 7, a chance to put a blank on the board, and Kevin Cooey comes through. So in a 3-3 matchup, Alberta will have hammer when we return.
This Brier field is obviously as good as you could possibly assemble, and that's why we're not looking far ahead at all. You can lose to any team out there. You can lose any game at any point in time. That's why we need to stick to the things that we can control and really focus in on that.
Fantastic field. I mean, every province has either their most experienced or highest ranked team, so it's going to be a lot of great games. As long as you play good and get the wins in the games where you play your best, I think that's going to be the key to really stack up some wins.
Fear the beard. This is the action tonight on TSN. Jacobs won a Brier in Edmonton a few years ago, taking on last year's bronze medalist in Saskatchewan. And PEI will take on BC. Dave and I will have the call on TSN 4 and 5. That's later on tonight, the Tim Hortons Brier in Ottawa. Welcome back inside TD Place. Seats about 8,000 and a great crowd this afternoon for our opener. A blank in 7 in a 3-3 tie. So here in 8, it is Alberta throwing the yellow stones and Kevin Cooey with hammer.
Hard, real hard.
Mark! Hard.
Yeah, not just hammer, but hammer in 2 of the last 3 ends. Ideally for Alberta, they're going to try and score 2 here, force Ontario to score in 9, and have the hammer coming home.
Hack!
Hack.
Let me know the weight. Little big. Whoa. Got. Whoa. Got. Hard. 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 Richie, a little bit. It's real good. Hard, Rich. Hard.
And a little flip for Adam Spencer. Still exposed though on that center line.
Yeah, the nice thing for Alberta is they can roll either way. If they happen to get a little bit tight to the guard, they roll behind the center. If it's hanging out a little bit, they can roll behind the corner guard. So their strategy has changed a little bit this end. They do want to score. They want rocks in play. They want to generate their 2 points.
Good hack. Yep. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. Hard. Yep. Whoa.
They got to be close. Back and forth. Roll it behind the corner. And Alberta lies one with hammer here in 8.
Oh boy. Same weight?
Yeah. It'll curl a bit, I think, don't you?
Board?
Yeah. Or is that board or hack?
I think he wants hack.
Board or hack?
I think hack.
Okay, hack.
What do you think? Same weight, probably
Yeah,
good.
a little bit, yeah. What do you think of that? Oh, it's good. Okay.
Actually, the overroll wasn't even a problem for Alberta. Ontario comes down and makes the hit, maybe rolls in a little bit. You might see Alberta do the out-turn draw through the hole and corner freeze for shot rock on it.
Scott. Whoa. Whoa, Scott. Whoa. Oh, Rich. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hope that's good.
Too good.
Beauty.
Fight the 4 ways.
Grab this.
Guys.
Throw one in there.
It is a must-win game between Northwest Territories and Nova Scotia. Jamie Cooey a 5-2 advantage throwing the Red Stones. And the Nova Scotia skip, Jamie Murphy, a big draw here to get his single and keep his Brier hopes alive, down by 3.
Yeah, Nova Scotia hasn't had a whole lot of chances for multiple point ends. It's just another end where Murphy's got to make a draw to the forefoot for a single point.
Meantime, in our feature sheet, Brent Lang attempting the corner freeze and pretty good weight. And good weight as well from the Nova Scotia skip, so a single on the board. It is the Northwest Territories, though, leading and with hammer after 7.
Right on the nose. No, you think it'll curl a bit?
A little bit, not much.
What turn do you like?
I like this in turn.
Okay.
Yeah, really nice freeze by Brent Lang. The problem for Ontario is they're running an Alberta Stone into an Alberta Stone. He could throw this really well and make the shot and still leave Alberta sitting 1 or 2.
Adam. Whoa, whoa. Okay.
Just straighten it a bit.
Yeah.
And
Just
then
get
nothing. It was right where I went.
Yeah.
Right where I threw it.
Don't worry about counting this.
Yeah.
Just bite the 8.
Okay.
Show him a hair on this side.
I didn't sweep it much, and it was top 4.
Really close. You got to go a little bit wider, though. Like, we can't be poking out, guys.
Yeah.
That's got to be
Very
tight.
Mark. Just a little more, I think. We can leave it open a bit.
I got a little tight, but just
Line
top
only.
8. What? Just top 8.
Why is that rotation,
Top
David,
8.
so important on this ice
Top
surface?
8.
Just top 8.
Well, on
No
arena
more.
ice especially, when they're getting so much curl, you want to make sure that your rock runs a true path, meaning that it'll run straight for the first part and get the late hard finish. If you throw it soft with not a lot of rotation or soft out of your hand, you'll see them curl early and have no chance.
Shot, Mark.
Good throw, Mark.
Okay.
Our updates continue. Newfoundland Labrador, a 4-3 advantage over Mike McEwen in 8. McEwen with the hammer there. And Pat Simmons, what a great start. A 5-1 lead over Jean-Michel Menard in 8 as well.
Scott. Gotta go. Hard. Gotta go hard. Hard. Gotta go hard. Hard. Okay. Fine. Shot.
Play the roll, Marcus.
Yeah.
Roll it right under there.
Nose is okay, but or the long roll.
Do it? Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking out turn with board. I don't know where to put the broom, though.
Edge of the rock.
Board with out turn?
Okay. Just inside edge of the rock.
Keep in mind when Mark says out turn, that would be everybody else's in turn.
Trust it, Mark.
We're heavy. Heavy board. We're like almost control.
No.
It's not. Heavy board for sure.
Brent.
Ready?
You ready, Brent? Yep. Hard. Benny, anything. Benny.
Ben.
Go.
Nice call, Kev.
Good call, Kev.
Sorry, guys. Just heavy. Sorry.
Mark.
David, they are both former champions, and they are both putting on a show as we check the skip numbers.
Wow, 96% for Glenn Howard, 91 for Cooey. Cooey only throwing 3 draws, but 100%, and that's big. He knows that if it comes down to the end of the game and he's got to throw that draw, he's got his weight. And Glenn Howard, what can you say about 100% on hits and 90%, 96% overall? Just amazing curling.
Impressive from the 53-year-old. Player comparisons brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
Normal's good, yeah.
Normal. What kind of weight you throwing here? Normal. Okay. What about out turn? I like out turn. That's straight?
Nope.
Real close. Whoa, 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 whoa. Close, Scott. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Close. Yep. Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. No,
Whoa.
no, no.
No. No.
Spin, spin.
Pretty nice touch from the veteran.
Just adding on to those numbers.
Good try.
One thing hasn't changed over the years, David, is his weight control.
Pretty good.
For sure. You don't see Glenn trying to overthrow too many shots. I mean, he is so good with that controlled hit weight. I mean, it's been his bread and butter for 30 years.
The bread hasn't gotten stale. He can still throw them.
Maybe we'll get it out. Maybe. Maybe I'm dreaming.
Yeah, I like
That's
it.
fine, man. That guard's not really in play.
No, it's the yellows.
Kind of like yours last time. This is a shade tighter, but
Yeah, I like easy hack with that ice cup.
Kevin Cooey with his first here in 8. Alberta does have the hammer in a 3-3 tie.
hack. No, never. No, never.
Well, this is the straight spot that we saw earlier in the
Never,
game.
guys,
Anything
nothing.
above draw weight wasn't doing
No,
anything.
never. Nothing. Got nothing. Whoa.
Move it open,
Whoa.
Benny. Get it open. Get it open.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
We've seen wide misses on that exact spot 3 or 4 times already this game.
Oh, not how I wanted to throw that.
Tough one, Kev. Just a little full.
Ain't that much, eh?
What are you saying? That is a foot more?
I guess I got to get around the yellow, too, eh?
Yeah, no, I see that. You want a bit more then?
That's good, eh?
I think it's lots.
Yeah.
It's a little wider track.
So if you're keeping track, and we are, obviously, Glenn Howard's won 4 Briers, 16th appearance.
I think 169 games played.
It's incredible. Yet he told us that provincial final that he played against John Epping to get here was one of the most exciting games he's ever played in. Came down to a final stone. He was nearly out of time. Made the tap back shot to get himself here once again. He was just elated. It was just, he said, one of the most exciting games he's ever played in.
Wait's good.
I loved when he talked about it and said, I was basically out of time, ran down to the end, lobbed it out there, and good things happened. I'm like, Glenn, you don't lob rocks out there.
It was a pretty phenomenal shot against John Epping. And he tucks that one in back far to lie 2.
Sorry, Adam.
Well, mission accomplished, forcing Cooey to draw for one.
I believe he did have a free one here, David, a few ends ago, so he should know this spot.
Yeah, this is where those 3 draws that he threw are pretty important. He was 100% on them. He's made all 3. He knows his weight.
He's made some beauty run backs in this game. Final stone in 8, now needs a pistol draw. Has to find that Tim Hortons button.
Benny then. Guys, we don't have line.
Put on the tee and Benny sweeps.
Got to be right on the tee.
Benny's got to go because they needed to curl. Want to get that finish.
Carve that thing down.
You got it, Benny.
Trying to carve it in for shot stone. Little more curl. He had the weight, but just didn't curl enough. It is a steal of 1 for Team Ontario as Glenn Howard continues to battle here in Ottawa. Great day for a skate in Ottawa. Regional Canadian Tire Senators hockey on TSN continues tomorrow. It's the Stars, it's the Senators, and you can watch it at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on TSN 5 as the Ottawa Senators in tough to make the playoffs as they continue to battle for a wild card spot. Much better news for the 67s in the OHL as they have qualified for the playoffs. And we've taken over their home here, TD Place in Ottawa. Great facility, great crowd, and a good battle here in our feature matchup. Ontario, a steal of 1 and a 4-3 advantage over Kevin Cooey. He will have Hammer here in 9, throwing the Yellowstones down by 1.
That was a big 8th end. Things have definitely turned around with Howard and Ontario stealing a single point, now having control of the game.
Chip? Okay.
Copy. Come around, yeah.
You like that, or you like this?
No, I like to come around. This is the play.
Top 8.
Mine's good. Wait close.
I think we're good. I only have to
Line's good.
Top 8, top 4.
You're not heavy. You're not heavy.
Line's
Top
fine,
8.
but
Line's good.
you got room.
Yeah, we can wait.
Okay, well then, line's good.
Wait's great.
Let it curl.
It's gonna be Mark's.
I wouldn't touch it.
Bury a piece.
Yeah, Marco.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Good sweeping, guys.
Good shot. Good ones. Okay. Still good, eh?
It's pretty incredible. No stopwatches, and right as Ben released it, you heard Marco 8 foot, top 8.
Yeah, these guys have played so many games this year, and they know each other's releases so well that, just to your point, exactly when Ben lets go, Mark generally knows where it's going to stop. I mean, and a lot of times on teams like this, Ben will tell them too.
Update time now as we check in on Kevin Cooey's brother, Jamie Cooey, taking on Nova Scotia. And some pressure here. You see the 2 in the house belonging to Nova Scotia, but there is that opportunity to play the double. And he just missed it with the run back there, so Nova Scotia
hanging around.
Continues to battle, you bet, David, in a must-win game. Winner will move on to compete in the Brier Field this week in Ottawa.
Timeout.
And Alberta calling timeout in our feature matchup.
Timeout. Timeout.
Run it across the top.
Well, sort of decision time on whether they're going to actually go for 2 points and try and score here to have the lead playing the last stand, or go for the blank to have Hammer.
Okay, I don't mind that.
He's just gonna start guarding this.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. If you peel this way.
I don't hate this, but it's such an easy run.
Oh, I was thinking we
hate it
just
either,
play it
but-
and just bump it.
Well, yeah,
It's
that's
the same thing.
I'm thinking on the nose to stay frozen on it.
Oh, you don't hate hitting it and killing those?
Huh?
You don't hate killing those?
No,
You
no.
like Fife?
I don't hate that call, Benny. What's that?
I think the goal's the blank, guys. I like this shot. He can
Oh,
buy
I
it
know,
right now.
it's a bit of a
Yeah, it's a bit scary.
maker.
Well, if we miss it and he guards, we don't peel anymore. We freeze. Right, Glenn?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
mean, we got a good chance. We bump this. I don't even know what he does. What does he do?
I don't mind either shot, Kev, so.
Well, I mean, I think that gets us.
Okay.
Whatever you like, Kev.
It's a thick half.
Yeah, I just think this is an easier shot, but
It's easier to do something, but if you bump it too far, and then he freezes, what do you?
Then the blank's gone.
Oh yeah.
Whatever shot we make, throw we got to make.
If you're just joining
I
us,
like
it
this
was a
because
steal of
we'll have a
1
chance
for
at something.
Nova Scotia and Jamie Murphy in the
That's the right call.
2/3.
pre-competition final. So
2/3.
Jamie Cooey still leads 5-4 with Hammer in 9.
Well, I think the decision for Cooey's team is that the blank is ultimately what they'd like to see. Therefore, the run back is the decision. Ben was suggesting the tap, which is fine too, but then you're into an end of trying to score as opposed to trying to blank the end.
Whoa. Yep.
Brent Lang.
Hard. Whoa. Good boy, Langer.
Everything's gone. Everything's opened up. And you saw Dave's old buddy, Scott Pfeiffer, come out for the timeout as the alternate. Their coach, John Dunn, is the team's mental coach.
Whatever. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hopefully it's short and we get to enforce somehow. Yep, short.
Yeah, those types of shots that you just saw from Brent there, that was Scott Pfeiffer's go-to shots. He was one of the all-time great seconds to play the game, that's for sure.
Right here, get it tight.
It's halfway.
You don't like it? Oh, sure. You get a feel anyway.
So the decision was made by Alberta to go for the blank. Brent Lang makes a great shot. We'll see some guards thrown up, and Alberta continue to peel them.
You going in?
No. You throw a guard.
It's there on its own.
Yeah, well done.
So, David, Glenn Howard start pretty easy. Begins with Alberta. Then takes on that McEwen guy from Manitoba,
who's playing pretty well.
And then that Gushu guy out of Newfoundland, Labrador. Do you look at the schedule? I mean, obviously he's got a real tough start, but is that a blessing in disguise?
Well, I mean, I think honestly the answer is don't look at the schedule. It's just, this is the old cliche, but it's one game at a time, it's one shot at a time. You know, right now they're in a little bit of control with this game. They're one up playing the ninth end. So definitely a good chance to win this game. But to even start thinking about your next game against McEwen, or the game after that against Gushu, or the game after that against Jacobs or Menard, or whoever it's going to be, it's just going to mess with your mind. You can't even look that far ahead. But, you know, certainly for any team coming out of that stretch with maybe a 2-1 record would be, you know, you'd feel very good about that.
Even 1-2 wouldn't be too bad, like, realistically.
No, it wouldn't be. I mean, you come out with one win out of those first 3 games, you know that you're far from being out of this, and that you're probably in a decent position.
Good job, Richie. Hair slower?
Is that rock maybe?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I thought you were there, yeah.
Over on TSN 1 and 3, you can watch Newfoundland, Labrador, and Manitoba. Gushu leading 4-3 in the ninth. McEwen with hammer there. And Team Canada up 5-2 on Quebec. Pat Simmons has hammer in 9 as they continue to keep things clean on our feature sheet.
Got nothing, sorry. What do you want him to throw? I got nothing. I don't know. He's hit them all pretty close today.
Yeah.
I haven't found the weakness yet.
Speed's still good. Speed's still good, yeah.
Even if he's like T-line, I think we're all right out.
Okay. He might freeze.
Yeah. He might just bump it 2 feet.
Yeah, thank you. Peel it out.
Rich. Still just as good here? Yeah, pinch more then.
Interesting discussion between Mark Kennedy and Kevin Cooey at the other end, talking about what they're going to do on their next shot. And what they were debating was whether or not they want to stick on Kevin's takeout or roll right out. Their fear is if it's near the tee line, Glenn Howard might actually play a freeze on his last shot and try and force a single point. So they're not going to risk it at all, and they're going to peel it right out. I mean, Glenn's playing so well, they're giving him an enormous amount of respect by even suggesting that.
Pretty incredible start, both skips curling 90% plus.
I thought it was there. I thought it was a little heavy. It went. So
that's where it went.
Same speed.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's just as good.
Clean up. Clean. Yep. Clean. Just clean. Good, Kev.
He's had a brilliant game so far, as Kevin Cooey makes that one go away, and just 2 to come now here in 9.
Shot, Kev. Good throw.
kind of like the same thing. Yeah,
Sure, yeah.
way out there.
Sure.
Similar, eh?
Yeah, it's as much. Let it get over there.
It's there.
Still sliding.
Maybe. That'll move it. It's a good one.
Do you expect the curl to remain consistent all week long here, David?
Well, I think for the most part, we've probably seen a couple spots that are a little bit straighter than the curlers and Dave Merklinger would like. He might do a bit of tweaking, you know, with the ice temperatures, potentially humidity, to bring a hair more curl into it. But yeah, I think it'll be similar. You know, he's actually has a good gauge on the building right now because it's really full. So he'll have a good anticipation for the final weekend as to what it's going to be like in here. So yeah, I think overall it's a really good start to the weekend from the ice making crew as well.
Supposed to heat up too outside to get to about 8-9 degrees by late next week.
Yeah, that may be the only concern for Dave and his crew, is if it starts to get moist out there, maybe some rain with warm temperatures. That would be the only concern.
Final stone here in 9, trying to keep that hammer. And he will. Red stone goes away. So down by 1 here in Ottawa. Team Alberta, Kevin Cooey with hammer when we come home in 10.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue, nothing feels like cashmere. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Welcome back to day 1, draw 1 of the Tim Hortons Brier. It's not often that a team or a skip can curl in that 90th percentile, Dave, and lose, but we could see that here in our opener.
Yeah, both teams playing terrific, and what a featured match to start. 92% by both teams. We're in for a great finish.
The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. So a blank on the board in 9. Ontario leads 4-3, throwing the Red Stones. Kevin Cooey, Team Alberta, with hammer coming home here in 10.
And really the age-old debate, Brian, would you rather be 1 down with or 1 up without?
I'd rather be up 5 with myself if that was an option, but
Come on, Langer. Hard, Langer. Come on, Langer. Wait's good. Go. Gotta go, guys.
Wait's good. For what?
Mark.
All you got.
Mark, every inch.
Keep her going.
Every inch.
Keep her going.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
and that one will settle partially buried behind that corner, and you see the 2 from Scott Howard, 1 top 12, 1 top 4.
Yeah, 4 perfect shots to start the end.
I don't think it'll go too hard.
No, I don't either.
No,
I don't either.
Is that,
that?
is that
Yeah.
too much?
No, that's right.
Hack weight.
Hack weight right there is good.
Big time shot now from the Brier rookie, Adam Spencer, in his debut.
Wait's good!
Scott!
Well, they're definitely looking at a pro way to miss this would be to take off the guard.
Whoa! Easy. Hard! Yes. Hard! Whoa! Yep. Scott! Go.
Yep.
Oh, what a great shot.
Shot, Spence.
Go. Yep.
Shot, Spence.
If you hit it in the right spot, you can be close to back here.
Okay.
Well, let's plan on hitting the right spot. Like the intern, I saw that hack waiter.
You know, like.
Okay. I just haven't seen this.
Go, Kev.
Yeah, come on, Kevin.
Just that.
Whatever. That's the shot, boys.
Yeah. Just
Make
that.
the
And if it comes up.
Update for you now, Team Canada taking on Quebec. It is Pat Simmons, the defending champ, with the Redstones, his final one to come here, and an opportunity for 2.
Yeah, and the shot before this was a run-back double takeout for Pat Simmons that cleared everything out of the house. Gives him an opportunity for a hit for 2. He had just a terrific game.
And that'll be handshakes. So a nice start for Ottawa native John Morris back home, and the crowd approves. Pat Simmons on the board with our first win at this year's Tim Hortons Brier, a 7-2 final over Team Quebec.
And on our sheet, a very nice shot by Brent Lang. The key to it being that both or all 3 Ontario Stones are now behind the T-line.
Yeah. I agree with that. Let's play to center. You like
that?
Yep.
Team Canada off tonight. They'll be back on the ice tomorrow morning against Saskatchewan.
Weight's good. Whoa. Scott. Whoa. Scott.
Yes.
Hard.
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 Go.
Hard. Hard.
Well, I'm trying to roll to the middle to take away the freeze in those, but I think no matter where you roll, there's going to be a shot for Alberta to get into there.
This is it for now. Make him run that in there and open it up, and we still have a corner.
Okay. Top 4. Top button.
That light, guys.
Wait only.
Top 8.
Well, if you can.
Weight's close.
Benny.
We can
Not
wait.
Very. Well then, if you
we
can.
can wait. Weight's good.
Where?
He's top 4. T-line. Top 4.
Mark's in.
Has to be heavy on that line.
Top 4.
Hard. Go.
Hard,
Ben.
to it.
No wait. Go.
Get it in there. Go.
You gotta
keep
take.
going.
Go.
Keep
Go.
going.
Go. Hard right up.
Shot.
Nice weight. Off the back button one.
This one.
Good weight.
I think Noah's is the only bad one.
Yeah, they're going to have to hit about 3/4 of a rock to get it through that hole, and hopefully, ideally for Ontario, take one or even both of theirs out too.
Trying to hit the...
I don't know if he's trying to hit the one on the back button or if he's trying to miss it.
Perfect.
Oh, no, Glenn. So 3/4?
That's perfectly
Maybe a hair
thicker.
What?
Maybe a hair thicker.
Okay.
3/4 is good.
3/4 gets it through the hole, but Glenn definitely would like to take away that stone that's touching the button of their own.
While Richard Hart delivers, it's the pre-qualifier final between Northwest Territories and Nova Scotia, and full credit to Jamie Murphy and his team throwing the yellow stones, applying the pressure here. This is a big final stone from Jamie Cooey, trying to come through the port, I believe, and get a good angle to pick up a single.
You gotta go hard.
House comes into play. You see that shot stone for Nova Scotia, but lovely draw away from Jamie Cooey, so he gets his single. He has a 2-point lead. It is Jamie Murphy down by 2 with hammer. Coming home, the winner will move on and qualify to compete in this Brier field.
Yeah, just a fantastic shot by Richard Hart. Exactly what they're hoping to do, get the one through the hole, but eliminate their own rock on the back button.
Timeout.
Alberta calling their second timeout.
Those doubles pretty good. I mean,
7 rocks hurting us a bit, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's killing us.
He knows he'll make a double then, I think.
I don't even know what he does.
Well,
he's got to hit it.
He's going to hit it. I don't think he plays the double.
We can draw here and get shot.
we can draw around and get shot now, though.
Thinking of making a double fight. What do you think?
Move that 7 rock?
No, it's super straight.
It's good. It's really straight.
We could bite top 8 and be shot over those two.
Yeah.
The same shot you did, Brent, is...
The other shot.
Plants that, then
The other shot is to just draw around this.
Yeah, on this ice, there's...
No, I know. That's the other shot.
Making the double at least opens
That's
up the
good if he
scoring
has to
area
hit
and
that.
try to get a skip's deuce.
Yeah, well, you can make it even the years, Mark.
Yeah.
Make the
I
next
like the
draw. We
double.
still got 3 rocks. I think we have to play it, guys, because we can't get...
Okay, I don't think we could whip this. You got to stick.
Yeah, you got enough. You got to stick it.
Whatever you want to do to hit on the nose.
You thinking just normal? Hey?
Yeah, I mean,
normal on the nose, and even if I don't make the double, I might roll buried.
Rolling buried isn't going to get us a lot here, because he's going to be sitting 3. You're better off to roll this way,
bud.
right?
I like the double.
Okay, let's make the double.
Or could play the wide come around.
Okay, Mark, around the nose.
Normal.
The key for Alberta is that they need to stick their shooter. They're going to try and play the double and draw Ontario into making a play on the rock they're just throwing, which then opens up the corner guard for Alberta to draw around.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Never. Close. No. Yep, whoa. No! Yep.
Very good.
They both go. It is still Ontario, line 2.
Good shot, Mark.
No, it jams in there. It's I don't like it, Glenn.
Okay.
Glenn suggested the double running the guard back onto that yellow
He's
one.
coming corner, but we've got a center if you don't think you can get him.
What do you like, boys?
I don't like that.
No, I hate it. It's stupid.
Is rolling this way bad?
Yeah, if you ever roll under too much.
This is the I don't. If you ever hit it high, you can nut it over there.
You don't play that.
They're talking about hitting this yellow one in the house and rolling their shooter to right here.
There's no point in rolling out. Hit and roll to the center. He's going to go around
Which
the corner,
leaves
and we'll chase
Alberta a chance to draw around to top 8 foot. Richard made the point if they can't get at it, it then gives Ontario a chance to come around the rock that they just left there.
Freeze, or you can chip it sideways, sit 2.
Yeah. This is the way to go. And we've got this center one that we can work with. Okay, let's make it good. Let's roll right to the center line. All right. Guard the button in case it screws up, then we stuff it.
Yeah.
Unless we go around the red one.
Yeah, then it's an easy run. And it'd be nuts if we're dead. At least if he runs the red this way.
Yep. Whoa.
Richard Hart's made a few beauties in this game.
Whoa, up. Whoa. Yep.
Good.
Yellow goes. Rolls the shooter. Ontario line 3 without hammer here in 10.
Gives us something. We have to.
What do we got, a hog line here?
Yeah.
Oh, it looked clean too.
Tricks and fingers got to be here.
But you can't change it though.
And that's not in our feature matchup. That's the matchup between Manitoba and Newfoundland Labrador that Richard Hart was looking up at the big screen and commenting on. You can watch that one live on TSN 1 and 3.
I don't think so.
So just as we talked about, Alberta's going to draw around to the 8 foot around their own yellow guard.
Line only, we are heavy.
Might have to finish.
Oh, it has to stop.
They're having trouble getting it to curl here, though. He needs to finish.
I hope it's that.
It's got to stop. No, Kev. No, Kev.
They'd love to be shot stone as well. Richard Hart room to it.
Okay.
And it does hang on for shot stone.
Very. Hey, Mark. Yeah, good shot.
Sorry, guys. A little heavy. Line was pretty good.
Shoot.
Glenn's going to come down and just follow it down, force Alberta to draw for their single point.
I think the speed's good here.
I think so too.
We talked about Ontario's schedule, David.
Yeah.
Team Alberta's off tonight. They're back on the ice tomorrow morning against Team New Brunswick. Down to skip stones here in 10. And a very well curled game by both Alberta and Ontario.
Bumping!
Whoa!
Well, it's a sensitive spot here. It won't curl if he's heavy.
Coming down.
Okay, line's good. Yes, Scott, go! Go!
Move.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're bumping.
Yep, 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 yep.
And great throw.
Lovely touch from the Brier veteran.
I was surprised he was yelling that much. I thought it was real good. I took quite a bit off the other way.
Did you?
It's pretty quick.
Good shot. Yeah.
So what do you like?
Lock it on.
You like going there? I like, if the line is good,
Yeah, yeah.
leave a little separation.
Like a third buried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
I'm gonna, which rock should I throw to make sure it curls
I
in
would
there?
probably throw the. There's not a big difference in
He's
the rocks.
freezing, yeah, okay.
Make it good with the 6.
You gotta keep it high though.
Okay.
Kevin was just pointing out that he'd rather stop a third buried and right here, making it much more difficult for Ontario to freeze a shot rock than if he actually came right to there.
If you're putting it like a third buried, I think you want to leave a bit of space.
I'm thinking
freeze it
freezing
on
on
half,
2/3
2/3 of it, 3/4.
And then if he freezes for shot, he either overcurls and you have a chip, or
if he
it's
freezes
open
shot,
and you
you
might
might
be able
have
to
the
nose
nose.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there is going to be a shot. Let's just get one real close.
Okay, they like to freeze, but let's
Mark! Yeah, let's draw the T line.
2/3. Take Kev. T line.
That look like Max?
No, it's perfect.
That
ice.
Max? Center line. Same?
Yep.
Line's good. Light.
Room.
Wait only.
Line's good. Room.
Wait's
good.
It's good.
Kevin Cooey with his first here in 10.
Gotta be welded. Langer's in.
Lots of room. Lots of room.
Langer's in.
Line's good for in front of it.
No, it's gotta be frozen.
Well then. Whoa.
Gotta be frozen.
Perfect.
Frozen.
Great shot, Kev.
Cooey, little tap. He is shot stone here in 10.
Yeah, they changed their call to freeze it dead on,
see what you're saying
hoping for
now.
a small
Good
mistake
shot,
from
huh?
Howard and a chance at 2.
I can't go lower.
So we got to just stay on there so that his shooter, like this doesn't go anywhere.
I know.
But you have to be on the, if you get the nose,
It's.
he stays here, right? And we don't have much of a
I think
choice.
I've got to get it right on the line.
It's got to be. It's got to
perfect.
be on the dead on.
If it
this
rolls
side.
a bit, then he hits
Yeah.
the nose for the 2, right? No.
So line is everything on this shot. What they're saying is if they actually end up just dead on nose,
That's all I got.
Alberta will be
Gotta
able
get
to
right
come
on that-
down
Right on that spot.
and squeak this out just a few inches, probably with board weight, and sit for 2. So it has to be just slightly on the high side on that freeze.
Good quarter.
But then he's got catchers.
It is buried a bit. Like,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I know.
Oh, no, if I get the right spot, he's
Yeah.
fourth.
Yeah,
If he gets
exactly.
shot, he's fourth. Let's do it.
right there.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, hair.
Hair more. And you're gonna throw the hair last?
Yeah.
Make sure we talk the weight.
Yeah.
Tell him the weight.
Just get ready, boys.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and give you hair less.
But if line's okay, you can tap some
Yeah,
stuff.
no, I know exactly.
What kind of weight here, David? Just a nice freeze?
Yeah, Glenn was saying just a hair less, so he wants to throw exactly T-line, but weight's really not that critical. If it's a little bit heavy back 8 foot,
back 12.
and they need to sweep it for line, it's fine. They can bump it a little bit as long as the angle is right.
So as of right now, it is Alberta, shot stone. Final one here on the way in 10 from Glenn Howard without hammer, up by 1.
Line's perfect. Weight's good there. We're there. Yes.
Line is everything.
There. Off. There.
Clean.
Want to line it up perfectly. Little tap. There, shot
Absolutely
stone.
perfect.
Pretty good.
Love that on my hand. When he said deep, he's missing those. Let's
Yes, hard. Help Adam. Go. Line's perfect. Weight's good there. We're there. Yes. Yes. There. There. Off. There.
Clean.
You couldn't have walked down and placed that any better.
I think this is the easiest draw, don't you guys?
And when you just threw, Kev.
Yeah, same as you just threw. You just drew T-line here, so.
So that angle eliminated any chance for 2, David?
There is no chance. Draw for 1.
Well, it's been a great game. Why not extras? Final stone here in 10, and Kevin Cooey trying to force just that. A draw
Felt good to me.
for a single.
Jumped on that fast.
Need to touch that forefoot to get their single.
Hard, guys.
They have not stopped.
You got it.
Come on,
Lang, Hebert, the entire way pounding this stone. Out comes Kennedy now.
Go, Langer.
Gotta get it there. Fight the way. Need to get it there for the single. And they pull it there in time.
Great sweeping.
Pat on the back to Brent Lang. That is a team shot by Team Alberta. You want a little extra? Well, we got it for you here.
Come on, Langer.
What a scrub here on our opening day at the Brier. It is 4-4 in our feature matchup. An extra end to come here in Ottawa. Welcome back to the nation's capital. Day one of the Tim Hortons Brier, the 87th edition of the Men's National Championship. And we got some extra time here in our feature matchup. Ontario, Alberta, a great scrub by Kevin Cooey and his team to get that single. Whoa. So we're all tied up at 4. Alberta the Yellowstones, Ontario the Redstones, and Glenn Howard, the Brier veteran, with hammer here in 11.
Well, they went from pillar to post. The minute that was out of Cooey's hand, Brent Lang jumped on that, and they went as hard as you can go for the length of the ice to get it there. It was a great scrub.
Great numbers from Scott Howard, and he's attempting the tick shot here.
Yeah. Get your foot out of the way. Whoa. Whoa. Adam, off, Adam. Real hard, Adam. Yep. Real hard, Adam. Keep going, keep going. Go, Richie, go.
And that is perfection. Lovely shot from Scott Howard.
The curlers are getting so good at this tick shot. It's getting harder and harder to get guards up front if you're trying to steal.
Halfway.
Mark. Well, Mark. I'd like to cross the line.
Let's go.
It's higher than that.
Go.
Keep her going then.
Hard, Mark. It's going.
Never off, Mark.
Hard, boys.
Never off.
Hard, boys.
Get her right across.
Okay, you're good.
Keep her
Good
going.
sweeping.
Yeah, I don't know. They moved it a bit too. Same way.
Update time, the pre-qualifier. Winner moves on to join the Brier field. Loser goes home. Northwest Territories, the Redstones. Nova Scotia, the Yellowstones. Nova Scotia down by 2. You see the Redstone just thrown from Cooey, but a final one to come from Jamie Murphy and David. Can he make the tap for the win here and get 3?
Yeah, absolutely. A really nice shot by Jamie Cooey drawing on top of that. He needed about another foot of weight, and it would have been extremely difficult, but yeah, Jamie Murphy's got a hack weight shot or back line. Tap it out the side for 3 for the win.
Jamie Cooey has not given up a 3-ender yet this week.
Needs to curl.
Trying to get it to move over enough. Move the Redstone, and they won't even touch it. Unreal. And just like that, Northwest Territories will move on and play at this year's Tim Hortons Brier. Jamie Cooey, Chris Schilly, Brad Chorokowski, Robert Borden moving on to play at this year's championship. Unbelievable drama there in the final end.
Oh, and he was millimeters away from at least kicking it out for 2 to go to the extra end. Just a little heavy.
Gotta be in the forefoot. Line's too much room. He's put it just behind.
Well, on our sheet, the second tick was missed, allowing Alberta a chance to draw around to the top forefoot now.
Right in the tee, Mark.
It's there, bud. Okay. It's just behind it.
Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Yep.
I think you gotta go. I think, Brent, you gotta go this way.
Okay. Do we ever go top 12?
Ward. Get buried.
Where you know? Hack.
Border hack.
Hack.
Try to roll the foot or
No,
Very impressive numbers in his first game here at the Brier for Adam Spencer.
Yeah, he certainly hasn't played like a rookie.
Hard.
Hard. Get it over a little bit. Over there. Good.
What do you guys like?
No. Don't like that. I don't mind that.
I like the come around.
Fight the 4.
Timeout.
And they do get a timeout in the extra end, so Alberta will use theirs.
Well, there's a few different choices for Alberta. They're looking at whether or not they come around just to the top 12.
Yeah, I know, but then eventually we got to make a good roll.
Yep. I was thinking of coming here.
It just any angle could be ball game.
Yep. And you have to come with the out turn, because if you ever leave it here, it's no good anyways,
if you're
right?
Here, and you peel.
Then you have to make a roll.
Yeah.
And if you don't, it's
We do. We're in real good shape, though.
What do you like?
Or we freeze it on half or 2/3 right now.
It's not bad, and move it
Right,
2
bump
inches,
it.
and then
Okay,
I mean he's still got the button.
If you know, that's okay. I mean, if we leave him the button, I'm happy with that
Me
right
too.
now. Okay, if you know the line.
Well, it's like just outside edge of 8 Brent, unfortunately.
I hope so, because I don't want to have to run it wider.
Try to be shy.
What do you like, Brent?
I don't mind either of those. I think if you play the draw, you're just playing top 8 to make the hit and roll later.
It's
But
not really
I don't mind the freeze.
I like
even this roll though, guys. I'm gonna be giving him the draw.
That's all. We can't. He's gonna have the button unless they fall down.
But I mean, even if
Well,
you
they
make
chat
this-
things over in our feature matchup on TSN 1 and 3. It's been a great game as well. Newfoundland Labrador taking on Team Manitoba. And Mike McEwen. Look at the blanks there in 7, 8, and 9. Final stone here. This is a draw to also force an extra end.
Yeah, it is. Brad Gushue just made another great shot. McEwen had frozen onto one of the Newfoundland and Labrador rocks in the edge of the 8-foot, and Brad made a great pick on it, forcing a draw for 1 to go to the extra end.
Really got to go, guys.
And a big scrub as well from their front end, but no problem as Mike McEwen finds the 4-foot. So 1 on the board. They will also go to an extra end, tied up at 4 here in Ottawa. So both of our feature matchups across our TSN feeds going the distance.
Whoa, then.
I have a feeling the fans are going to get a lot of extra ends this week.
Hard line. Hard, Benny. Hard, Ben.
So they decided on the freeze.
Keep going.
Keep going. So if he knows. Oh. Good throw.
Boys.
Yeah, or roll wide. Leave that. That one's in a nice awkward spot for him.
Finished. Same shot, I think. So.
Heel on our last,
for
and
sure,
we got another little
Kind of weight here, Spence?
board this time. Yeah, yeah.
Solid.
Close. Yep. 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 Well,
Got it.
yep. Yep. Whoa. 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 Good.
Little roll away, so Ontario lies 2 with Hammer here in 4 as Alberta looks to try generate a steal.
Top 8.
You like the same?
I like the same. One time.
Me
We can
too.
go
I do
top
too.
8 next time.
Team line, Mark.
By playing the freeze, it'll force Ontario to throw the peel, eliminate that rock that's in the edge of the 4-foot, because it's causing Alberta problems right now.
What?
The house would be open and then allow Alberta to draw around to the top 4-foot.
Wait only. Wait only.
We're good.
Whoa, then.
Room. Weight's perfect.
Off. Clean.
Small bump.
good.
Yep.
Small bump. Hair heavy.
Whoa.
For line.
Yep. Ben. Yep. Whoa. 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 Shot.
Good shot, Mark.
Good shot,
Really
Mark.
Okay.
Feel it.
Solid.
So right now for Ontario, any stone is basically bad news. They want to get as many to go as they can here, David?
Yeah, they don't have much choice here. They're going to peel this. They're going to know that Alberta's drawing around to the top 4 foot on their next one, but there's not much they can do about that. I think both teams are pretty much under the impression that Ontario will have a draw to the button on their last rock. So Alberta's just trying to narrow up the rings as much as possible.
T-line. I got more. Wait's all there, line only.
Line's a little.
No, line's fine.
Well, this is just a glimpse of what we can expect all week long. What a week it will be here in Ottawa.
Bouncing a bit. Off then. No, curl. Curl.
Let's try him.
Yeah.
Okay. Mark.
Okay.
Might roll it back button now, though. Shot. Okay. Start.
Shoot. Sorry, Koo.
Same, firm.
Got. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Adam.
Hard, Adam. Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Hard.
Richard Hart, his final stone here in 11. Peels the yellow out. And we're down to skip stones now in a 4-4 tie.
Shot. Shooting, Richie.
Okay, buddy.
All right.
You brought the 4 foot back into play.
Yeah. Here, then his draw's easier, right? If I'm.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Sure.
Peeling that doesn't do him any good.
Aim for full 12. Do you want the out-turn or in-turn?
I think if that ever stays too wide, then it's useless, right?
Kevin's right. Just bury it. Bury it.
Give me the 6.
Top 12 around the center guard.
I think we. I mean, I guess even if the line's perfect and we bite 4 is not.
Yeah, he's just peeling.
Yeah.
They're just saying that line is pretty much everything here. It needs to be buried,
Yeah.
forcing Ontario to peel the guard.
Pushed it, Benny. Try not to kill the line.
Line's good. Top 12. Okay.
Whoa, Benny, try not to kill the line. Okay, get it going. Line's good.
Line's good. Top 12.
Top 12.
It's there.
Line's perfect.
It's there. It's there.
Good.
Line's good.
Doesn't have to curl. Right here. Right here. Right to my broom, guys.
It is. It is. It is.
Should be buried.
Whoa. Bite a bit of the line. Bite a bit of the line.
You're dead buried.
Great shot, Kev. Really good.
Shot, Kev.
So why there and not deeper, David?
Well, they're really setting it up for Kevin's last shot. They weren't so worried about narrowing the rings too much on this one. What they wanted to do was make it as hard as possible on Glen's last shot. So if they put one there, Ontario peels the guard, they can draw one around to top 4, probably biting button, forcing either Howard into a double takeout or a really difficult draw to the button.
If you peel, you're going to have a 6-foot double or a pick.
Yeah.
Or if he goes back here, you can follow him.
Yeah, if he goes deep, you got the draw.
Have options. We'd have the double or the pick. Do you like that better than the draw?
Yeah,
Although you get a practice draw.
I do get a practice draw, but I got a good idea on draw weight. I don't mind the peel.
That's what my first thought was.
Let's do that.
Okay. Sorry?
Where though? Out turn, yeah.
Out turn, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah,
like, even if he makes it perfect.
Yeah,
So they're going to
little
peel
run back
knowing
on the
that
shot,
Alberta is going to come down around this way to right there, giving Ontario the draw to the button for the win.
Welcome back, Glenn Howard. 97%. Unreal.
And if your skip is throwing 97%, I'd feel pretty comfortable saying just hit the button.
Pretty impressive numbers.
Button on a miss slide.
Yeah,
You're helping him, or you're helping him, right?
I like it. Did you throw any here? You did. You threw one in the 6th.
Yeah.
I was edge of 8.
Yeah.
I think
And
we
it
got to
came-
take a little aggressive line.
So probably here. You remember what you threw for speed?
Yeah. That should get by, don't you think?
I
So
think
coming
it's
with
good
the
ice.
intern, trying to get as close as they can to the button.
Remember I threw one here earlier in the game.
Okay.
So we think it's going to be the same speed as that intern you just threw.
Okay, I'll give you a bit more.
Yeah, we need a little bit more than that for sure.
T-line
4 feet.
just back button-ish.
Okay.
You think you can hold it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw a good one, Kev.
It's no quicker out here.
No.
No, same
Trust
speed
it.
as you just threw. You just need a few more feet than last time that you threw. 4 or 5 feet.
Yeah. 90 is the number, Kev. 88, 90.
Final stone for Kevin Cooey here in 11.
I got a little
Has
bit
to
light.
be shot rock.
Hey, line's good.
Go to them.
Line's
How's
good.
the weight, points?
Gotta go.
You sure?
Yep.
Line's
Line's real good.
Come on.
Room.
We
Room,
can
let's
wait
move.
a second. We can
Wait
wait a
for
second.
it.
Wait, guys.
We can
You
wait
don't
a
need
second,
to for
Ben.
wait.
Still got to go a
Line's
little.
good. Right here. Right here.
Yes.
Go, go, go,
And
go,
now
go,
that
go,
final
go,
push
go,
here,
go,
got to
go,
drag
go,
it in for
go,
shot.
go,
Stone,
go,
bury
go,
it.
go, go.
Top 4, lovely
Shot, Kev.
stone from Kevin Cooey.
Absolutely perfect. As good as they could do.
Wow, good end, guys. Good shooting. Best you could do, Kev.
Like the button. Let's draw.
Yeah, what do you think? Let's talk about weight. I think those ones that he threw the last end are probably good. He was just tapping it a bit. Do you think that same weight, or do you think he needs less than those? You know the ones you drew to the corner?
Could give us a hair less.
Do you think it's a little bit faster down the center, though?
Because it is straighter here. That's
Yeah.
all. You've been throwing it. If it hasn't changed, I know what to throw.
I feel like I'm throwing the exact same.
Let's do it.
So where's button? But we got to go a little tighter, right?
Yeah, right there.
Right there.
Okay, buddy.
Well, both teams knew from about second stones that it was going to come down to a draw to the button for Glenn Howard.
Doesn't look like a lot of ice, does it, David?
No, it doesn't, but they were throwing those center guards, and they knew exactly where to put the broom. It definitely is a little bit straighter on the spot.
The button.
He has put on a curling clinic in this opening draw in Ottawa. What a game so far.
Probably close.
Can he seal it now with a win? Final stone here in 11 for Glenn Howard, and he needs the pin.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Line's good. Line's real good. Gotta go.
Scott Howard brushing. Adam Spencer pounding it. You hear the crowd here getting behind him. Gotta put it on the button. Find the button for the win. Welcome back, Glenn Howard. What a shot.
Was there ever a doubt? What a great shot and a fantastic game.
At 53 years young, what a start. In his 16th appearance at the Tim Hortons Brier.
Awesome.
Father and son celebrate.
How's that for? We're going to love this shit. Ain't going to love this shit.
Yeah. You look like it was heavy out of your hand.
I
Like
thought.
halfway down.
Take a look. Take a look.
Right on the Tim Hortons button. And we've seen that fist bump a few times. The crowd here at TD Place thrilled. Pretty awesome start to our coverage here on TSN. A win for Glenn Howard. In the meantime, we will join the coverage over on Sheet A, Newfoundland, Labrador, and Manitoba in an extra end.
And we welcome those of you who have been watching Ontario and Alberta, that dramatic last rock draw for the win by Ontario. As we are in the extra end of Newfoundland, Labrador against Manitoba in a 4-4 tie. Newfoundland, Labrador, Brad Gushu does have the last rock.
Yeah, maybe a shade tighter.
You don't want to get
Newfoundland,
over here.
Labrador grabbed the lead. 4-3 after 6. There was blank in 7, 8, and 9. In 10, a hog line violation on Manitoba second Matt Wozniak. And Manitoba could only get their single. And so that's how we're into this extra of a 4-4 tie.
Yeah, just Matt kind of just ticked it on the way by as he let it go the second time, and he ended up making a perfect freeze, which might have led to the deuce to win the game. And now they need some help.
No more.
Trying one more center line guard here on Mike's first.
In a game where both teams are curling in the 90%, both skips are above 90. Although Brad Guju admits he hasn't had his draw weight.
Line's good. Halfway. Halfway at best, eh? Pass the curl bit. Pass the curl. Weight's good. Close. Pass the curl, guys. You got to go hard. Really hard, Denny. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, Denny. Hard. Go, 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 go. Yeah, good. Shot, Mike. Yeah, as soon as you have to sweep it, it just pulls it out. Yeah.
I'm always going to have the button.
Not really carrying
Right?
great in that.
What's that? Just go there.
Sure.
I haven't thrown many draws. I wouldn't mind throwing a draw.
Okay. Don't mind that either.
Well, that's planning.
It is. Once he knows he's going to be forced to draw in his last one. So if you have been, as we said, struggling a little bit with your draw weight, opportunity to throw one here.
Leaving the hit and roll.
Yeah, he might tap it. I don't even mind there. Leaving the roll. I just played the draw. We played there.
I was going to say, I think I like right here.
I like here better than there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like right there is ideal.
I think. And the other thing is, I don't mind this either.
Yeah. I like your call, Mark.
Okay.
I'd like to throw a draw here now.
I like that.
I haven't thrown many draws. So.
Just bite the button.
Speed the same. Speed's pretty well the same as it's been.
It's close.
Coming
Out this
down
far, I think it'll be good.
Foot or two? Yeah, okay. I agree.
Good comment there. It's only come down a foot or two. Brad's going a little wider than the path to the button. Could be a shade slower on his next one if he has to throw it, but that's a great ice service by Dave Merkler and team. If you're into end number 11, 2 practices, and it's only slowed down a foot or two.
This will be just his 6th draw.
Yeah, I think it's nice out here
Curling
too.
80%
Nice stuff.
on those draws.
Yeah, he hasn't been off by much. And one, he thought he had something underneath it, and the brushers jumped it. So good to get a feel here.
In fact, that was the 5th when he overthrew 2 of them, right?
Weight's good. Weight's good, Mark.
Weight's good. Don't like
Line
loss.
should be okay.
Line's fine. Don't worry about
Go
line.
for it. Biting T.
Don't need it.
Well then.
Don't need it. Line's good.
Line's good.
All yours, guys. Line's good.
Over there.
Right
Jeff's
there.
in.
Right there. Jeff's in.
Jeff's in.
Jeff's in.
Now
Just full
behind
4,
the
guys. Full. Good spot.
Good shot.
Nice weight, Brad.
Shot.
To the top edge of the 4.
This team has improved so much at their judgment. It's just incredible.
What's either that or we flip outside?
That's the best shot.
I think we roll right here. Yeah, I think so.
Just a reminder, SportsCenter is ready to go as soon as we are done here in Ottawa.
Yeah, me too. We're right about there. Is that close?
It should be close, Mike.
Yep. Let's go.
You can tuck a little bit with this roll and make the draw for Brad a little tougher. Roll behind the corner guard, you'll still be a little bit in the forefoot.
All right, Mikey, here we go.
Bumper.
Okay.
Be pretty aggressive with the roll.
Maybe like a half buried.
He rolls it on.
Bump!
Weight's good.
Mike McEwen.
Matt.
And his last.
Matt, hard Matt.
Gotta go, Matt.
Hard Matt.
Matt Wozniak.
No.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Jeez.
Now having a look. Hit it on the nose for the win.
Jeez.
Solid hack.
No, he's good.
This game touted to be a A battle of two of the contenders.
Gotta hit it on the nose or hair on the inside.
Sure. Mike McEwen, although rookie,
Heavy hack? I'm thinking hack, the heavy hack, yeah. I like that.
leading on the tour for the last 6 years, coming in this year at number 3. Having played so well, losing that Canada Cup final.
Heavy hack.
Heavy hack.
100% so far on his hits. Final
Hard,
stone.
Brett. Gotta go! Hard, Brett!
Needs to hold this. Brett Gallant can start this. Now trying to hold this. And they did a great job to pick up the win. Jeff Walker, Brett Gallant make the final 5-4. Boy, it wasn't as easy as maybe he thought it should be. Got it started. Did they hold it? Yes, they did. So that completes this opening draw tonight. Northern Ontario against Saskatchewan. You'll see that on 1 and 3. On 4 and 5, Brian and David will have PEI BC 7:30 Eastern time when we talk with you again.
Go ahead, Jeff.
We are expecting a wonderful week here in Ottawa with this field and the Tim Hortons Brier. Here on Canada's sports leader, TSN Sports Center is next.